courts to the diamond, Taylor McAlhaney's athletic career at Oologah High School was nothing short of exceptional. A dual sports star, Taylor excelled in both basketball and softball, leaving a lasting legacy in both sports.
In basketball, Taylor was a force to be reckoned with. A 4-year starter, she earned Class 4A, Coach's All-State honors in 2013, tied the school record for blocked shots in a game, and led her team in scoring, rebounding, and assists her senior year.
Her accolades were numerous: Tulsa World Player of the Week, a McDonald's All-American nomination, and Verdigris Valley Player of the Year in 2013. Taylor was the heart and soul of the team, guiding them to the second round of the area tournament her senior year.
But Taylor didn't just shine on the basketball court. On the softball field, she was equally dominant. As a 4-year starter and Coach's All-State shortstop in 2012, she led her team to a state championship her senior year. Taylor's defense was unmatched, earning her Verdigris Valley Defensive Player of the Year and First Team All-Region 3 honors. Her numbers speak for themselves. Only 31 strikeouts in 374 at-bats and just 19 errors in 522 fielding chances. Taylor's consistency and leadership helped her team reach the state tournament in her sophomore, junior, and senior years. Taylor's talents extended beyond high school as she led her summer team to a national championship, further proving her versatility and competitive drive.
Taylor's journey didn't stop in high school. With a full scholarship to Kansas University, she continued to showcase her adaptability and talent as a 4-year starter. Because of her coachability and skill, Taylor played a new position each year, excelling in every role she was given. We honor Taylor McAlhaney, a true champion on and off the field. Her versatility, leadership, and dedication have left an indelible mark. We proudly induct Taylor McAlhaney into the Oologah Athletic Hall of Fame. In the era of 6-on-6 basketball, Tuesday Butcher Evers emerged as one of Oologah's brightest stars. A 3-year starter, Tuesday showcased her versatility, playing both forward and guard, leading her teams with skill, determination, and an unbreakable competitive spirit.
In her senior year, 1992, Tuesday earned recognition as a girls' coach's basketball All-Stater, Tulsa 7 Conference All-Conference, and a member of the Oologah All-Tournament team. Her performance on the court also earned her All-Metro Second Team and All-Area Team honors. Tuesday's 1991-92 season was one for the record books, averaging 13 points per game, shooting 47.7% from the field and 35.8% from beyond the arc. She led her team with 71 steals and 110 assists, showing her dominance on both sides of the court. As a team leader, Tuesday helped guide the Lady Mustangs to remarkable achievements: Tulsa 7 co-champions, Oologah tournament champions, district champions, regional runner-ups, and area consolation runner-up.
But Tuesday wasn't just a star on the basketball court. On the softball diamond, she was part of Oologah's golden era, winning 2 state championships in 1988 and 1989, and earning 2 runner-up finishes in 1990 and 1991.
Tuesday's dominance in softball earned her Coach's All-State honors in 1992, and throughout her high school career, she was recognized as All-District and All-Regional every single year.
Tonight, we celebrate Tuesday Butcher Evers, not just for her accomplishments in basketball and softball, but for the dedication and heart she brought to every game, every season, and every victory. Her legacy as a dual sport champion will forever be remembered in Oologah history. We proudly induct Tuesday Butcher Evers into the Oologah Athletic Hall of Fame. In the rich history of Oologah High School basketball, one name stands tall: Dennis Sunday. A 3-year starter and a leader on the court, Dennis led OHS to their one and only boys basketball state championship. Alongside teammates Danny Bennett and Clifford Thomason, Dennis was part of a remarkable trio that cemented their place in history. In the 1965 state championship, Dennis was the leading scorer with 20 points, helping set a record for points in the state tournament. His performance earned him a place on the first-team all-tournament team, and he was named to the prestigious all-state team, one of only 12 players chosen from this half of the state. Dennis and his teammates built a legacy unmatched in Oologah's history. With a record of 82 wins and just 8 losses over 3 seasons, they were truly the best boys basketball team the school had ever seen.
During his senior year, Dennis averaged an impressive 20.8 points per game, following a strong junior season where he averaged 12.9. His skill, leadership, and determination were the driving forces behind his team's success. After high school, Dennis continued his journey of service and dedication by joining the Army, where he embodied the same discipline and commitment that made him a champion on the court.
Tonight, we honor Dennis Sunday, not just for his achievements in basketball, but for his lasting legacy of leadership, excellence, and service. His contributions to Oologah High School and beyond will forever be remembered. We proudly induct Dennis Sunday into the Oologah Athletic Hall of Fame. From the classrooms of Oologah to the basketball courts and volleyball courts, Pearlene Taylor Evans' name has been synonymous with dedication, leadership, and achievement. Tonight, we honor not just a player, but a trailblazer, a teacher, and a community icon.
In the 1962 basketball season, Pearlene led the Lady Mustangs to an unprecedented 30-0 record, earning conference and district championships. As a post guard, she was named to the All-State tournament team and was chosen All-State in her senior year, a reflection of her skill, determination, and leadership on the court.
But Pearlene didn't just dominate in basketball. She made her mark in volleyball as well, where her senior year team claimed the state championship, the first and only in school history. Pearlene's journey to success began even earlier, with her volleyball team finishing as state runners-up in her sophomore year and qualifying for the state tournament as juniors.
Her pursuit of excellence carried on into college at Northeastern State University, where she continued to shine. Pearlene played both basketball and volleyball, earning a letter award from the Women's Recreation Association. As president of the association, she led the university volleyball team to an undefeated streak at the annual State Sports Day, competing against some of the top programs in the state.
In 1972, Pearlene returned to where it all began, her alma mater, to shape the minds of the next generation. For 24 years, she poured her heart into her role as a first-grade teacher at Oologah, impacting the lives of countless students. In 1980, she was recognized as Teacher of the Year, a testament to her passion for education and her commitment to her students. From the basketball courts to the classroom, Pearlene Taylor Evans has left a legacy of excellence. Tonight, we celebrate her remarkable journey and honor the countless ways she has shaped her community, inspired generations, and set the bar high for all who follow. We proudly induct her into the Oologah Athletic Hall of Fame. From the wrestling mats to the football field, Brian Hope's journey at Oologah High School was nothing short of legendary. A fierce competitor and a leader both on and off the field, Brian made a name for himself as one of the school's greatest athletes.
In 1991, Brian became the Oklahoma heavyweight state champion in wrestling, showcasing his strength, determination, and dedication. A year earlier, he had helped lead his team to a state runner-up finish with a near-perfect 14-1 record. On the football field, Brian's talent was undeniable. He was named Defensive Player of the Year in District 3A5, earned first-team All-Metro honors from the Tulsa World, and was recognized as All-County Player of the Year. With 169 tackles his senior year, Brian became the highest recruited player in Oologah's history.
Brian's dominance earned him Oklahoma football coach's All-State honors and a place on the prestigious Oklahoma Super Team. His leadership and relentless effort set him apart as one of the best players the state had ever seen.
Brian went on to play football at Oklahoma State University, becoming Mike Gundy's very first signee. A 3-year starter at center for the Cowboys, Brian's impact was felt immediately. In 1993, Brian started the first 7 games before suffering a broken hand. But his resilience and drive brought him back stronger. In 1994, he started all 11 games at center, and by 1995, Brian helped lead the Cowboys to one of their most historic victories, defeating the Oklahoma Sooners for the first time in 19 years.
Tonight, we honor Brian Hope, not just for his unmatched athletic accomplishments, but for his dedication, his heart, and the lasting legacy he has left on Oologah and Oklahoma State University. We proudly induct Brian Hope into the Oologah Athletic Hall of Fame.
The Oologah Mustang Network is on the air. And this is Mustang Football.
Let's go!
And now, here's your host, Brent Kellogg, Kevin Hogue, and Blake Salt.
In 1906, a small rural community in northeast Oklahoma, then Indian Territory, planted the seeds of what would become a thriving educational institution. Just 1 year before Oklahoma gained statehood, Oologah Public Schools began serving the families of Oologah, setting a foundation for generations to come. In 1965, Oologah Public Schools would join forces with the neighboring town of Talala. Oologah-Talala Public Schools is complete, a district that would soon become known for excellence, not only in academics, but in agriculture education, fine arts, and athletics. Throughout the 1990s, Oologah-Talala was an unstoppable force in Oklahoma high school sports. The Mustangs emerged as the winningest school in the state during this decade, amassing a long list of winning records and taking home 8 athletic state championships that instilled a fierce pride in this community. The success on the field was matched by achievements in the classroom and beyond, from national merit scholars to award-winning and nationally recognized FFA chapter, state champion jazz ensembles, and more. Oologah-Talala has consistently upheld a legacy of excellence. We reflect on the legacy that has brought us here, we celebrate the spirit of our present, and look forward with dreams and ambitions for the future. Tonight, we honor 5 outstanding alumni who've laid the cornerstone of success that the Mustangs stand on today. These individuals exemplify resilience, dedication, and excellence that define our community. As we pay tribute to them, we also reaffirm our commitment to building on their foundation, ensuring that Oologah-Talala's legacy of greatness lives on for generations to come. This is the Hall of Fame game.
Hello, everybody. Brent Kellogg, joined by our color analyst and high school principal, Kevin Hogue. Kevin, welcome to the big show tonight.
Yeah, excited to be here. Excited to hopefully get that bad taste out of our mouth from last week, and excited to be in our home field, home crowd, and a little air conditioning for us.
It is nice to come home. You know, Miami's a great road experience. You're playing at a junior college, but man, there's just something about Friday night lights when they're your lights.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
And a home experience. I'm probably getting in trouble for this. I've kind of labeled this the Hall of Fame game. Because last night we inducted 5 new members into the Oologah Hall of Fame. We'll explain who those are coming up in just a little bit and talk about those. And we're going to recognize those tonight while we're here. He's back in the saddle on the sideline, a veteran of the Mustang Blue and Gold, Blake Salt. Blake, it's so good to have you back tonight on the sidelines.
Yeah, it's exciting. You know, I had to miss last week, but got to watch. You guys did a great job. Like you said, hopefully we get to turn this one around. It's exciting, and lots of people are showing up tonight, and the weather's turning out to be pretty nice.
Gentlemen, there is a slang that indicates it is time for action, and that's go time. That would describe the scene for the Mustangs tonight. Would you agree that it's time really to get all the pieces of this together?
100% go time. You know, there's a comedian, he makes a joke about the misuse of it's a must-win game. You know, it's never a must-win game till you're out of games. But this really is, guys, a must-win game. If we want to stay on track, to have any hope to make the playoffs, we have to get on on track on offense, and we have to come out on top of the scoreboard about 9:30 tonight.
Yeah, in my conversation with Coach Noble this week, he said that. He said if playoffs are in our future, we've got to pick this one up tonight. Blake Fort Gibson's new to this district. I think a team that's relatively evenly matched tonight. But I think these guys, in their confession, they had a rough start to the week of practice, but things kind of came together for them later in the week.
Yeah, it's a new team, but in the recent years, we've been playing them kind of pre-district, so we've got to see kind of their development and see some of their younger guys coming up. So it's going to be interesting. I think we really match up with them, and it should turn out to be a good game tonight.
When we come back, Kevin's going to chat with head coach Sam Noble. We'll walk through our starting lineups. We've got the coin toss. Going to recognize our 5 honorees in the 2024 class of the Oologah Athletic Hall of Fame. This is the Advanced Home Tailgate Show on the Mustang Network.
Dreaming of building your perfect home? At Advanced Homes, we're here to make that dream a reality. Whether you're looking for traditional building or want more control with Cost Plus Building, Brian and his team have you covered. Cost Plus Building puts you in control, so you can better manage the cost of your new home.
Advanced Homes specializes in building on private property and is always available to answer your questions. Founded on a family tradition of excellence in construction, real estate, and land development, Advanced Homes is committed to quality workmanship, value, and Christian values.
At Advanced Homes, we embrace your individual style, working to design a home that fits you and your family. With over 25 years of experience, Brian has an exceptional ability to take your ideas and turn them into blueprints that bring your dream home to life.
Call Advanced Homes today at 908-855-6597 or visit us on Facebook and at advancedhbi.com.
We don't just build houses, we help you build the home you've always dreamed of.
What does family look like? Family is time spent.
Family and back with Coach Noble. Coach Noble, tough game, traveling all the way to Miami. Obviously had some chances to win. Played hard, kids played hard. Just kind of wrap that up for us. I know there were some positives. Obviously the defense held them scoreless in the second half. Really, besides 2 trickish plays on 4th down, really didn't allow a whole lot.
That was the biggest thing is we held a team that's been averaging 50 points the last 2 weeks to 14 total points, and 2 of their points were off one was a true trick play, the old Philly special.
Yeah. The
other one was just a rollback to throw back to the back. Our defense played lights out. Offensively, we played better. We were a little more consistent with what we're doing, maintaining drives better, keeping their offense off the field at times. But some alignment issues, some not running the right play issues. We had 1 fumble, but that really didn't set us back any. I mean, that shouldn't have even been in that situation. We did a lot better as a team. Like you said, the kids played hard. Yeah. Miami was really big up front on both sides of the ball, and we handled them pretty well. We had 1 penalty that cost us a touchdown right before first half ended.
Yeah.
And it's hard to fault him on that a little bit. He was playing hard, trying to get an extra block. If you watch the film, he is in front of him. But I see what the official is seeing at the same time too. We had some costly things that just cost us in tough times. We're a little better, a little cleaner. It's a different ballgame. But overall proud of the kids, where they fought, where they competed against a good team, especially going into a hostile environment.
Yeah.
First real long trip of the season. So they played tough. We were real proud.
So second week of district play, you hate to say must win, but it's really a must win for us. We have the Fort Gibson Tigers. Obviously, we're familiar with them. We've opened up the last couple seasons with them, but now they're a district foe. So what has the focus been this week in practice?
This week has really just been about stopping their passing game. They want to air the ball out. They want to take shots down the field. They got 2 kids on the outside that can really run. Got a quarterback that can throw pretty well. Up front, they're not the best. So I think that gives us some advantage to us. Give some of our speed guys out there, give their guys some fits. Don't let their quarterback get comfortable. Don't let them see their guys run down the middle of the field. Offensively, our biggest thing is being more physical consistently. You saw it at times, especially starting the game. We were able to move the ball, run the ball, get the ball out. And then as the game went on, we kind of got tired a little bit, got lazy up front. If we can just maintain that and kind of do what we've done the last 2 years and just say, hey, we're going to run the ball, get the ball on the edge. Run the ball, take a shot over the middle. Kind of stick to our game plan for the last couple of years, I think we'll be fine. Special teams are pretty good. I mean, we had a missed field goal, extra point. It is what it is. It's going to happen. Really honestly, the missed field goal should have never happened because we should have had a touchdown. So if you look at it that way too, but we were really clean. Our punting game and our kickoff game was tremendous. I thought it was the best it's been all year.
We covered really well.
And our snaps all night were really good. Which, for the PAT field goal and the punt were pretty solid, which is a good change from the previous weeks. So the biggest thing is we have to be consistent in all 3 phases of the game. We can't just be really good on the defense side of the ball, or really good on the offense, or really good on special teams. We have to be good at all 3, be consistent, stay focused, and play tough.
I know you kind of just took my last question away from me, but if we're going to come out on top tonight, what is one thing we need to do really, really well?
Physicality. That is the main focus. I told them, before Miami, I said the most physical team will win tonight. And honestly, I feel for the most part we were the most physical team, but it was in really key moments we weren't.
Yeah.
So maintaining our physicality for a whole entire game, especially with a team that is not as big. So if we can overpower them up front, keep their offense off the field, that is a recipe for success for us in maintaining it. And Coach Adler's done an amazing job the last 3 weeks of making sure we get people steamed up. As long as we stay focused, stay consistent with what we're doing, we'll do this fine.
Good luck.
Appreciate it.
Be right back with more Tailgate Show right after this.
What does family look like? Family is time spent and memories made with the people you love most. Family is loving someone through their ups and downs. It's the communities you build over a lifetime. Family is comfort. Family is commitment. So what does family look like? To us, it looks a whole lot like you. Armstrong Bank. Strength runs in our family.
Welcome back to Mustang Field. Brent Kellogg along with Kevin Hogue, Blake Salt on the sideline. You can see down at center field, we are recognizing 4 of the 5 Hall of Fame honorees that we inducted into the Oologah Athletic Hall of Fame. Had a banquet last night with them and their family, some other alumni and community sponsors as well. Brian Hope, the big tall guy on the left side of your screen. Brian graduated in 1991. He was, Kevin, a part of some of those football teams that early on established that long blue line. That football team, his senior year, went 14-1. One of the things that he shared last night, 9 of those 14 games, the starters did not play in the second half. That's how dominant that era of Mustang football, obviously playing in 3A. Brian was one of the highest recruited athletes to ever come out of Oologah, was recruited by Mike Gundy. Fun fact, was walking to FFA, walking out the hallway right there in the English rooms. There's Mr. Ford, Miss Rhodes, Miss Asbill, and their English classes were right there. Mike Gundy, he's just a GA then. He's just a grad assistant. He's sitting in a desk waiting for Brian Hope to get out of English class so he could recruit him while he was here. And Brian was a 3-year starter at Oklahoma State. Standing next to him, kind of the short one on the field, well known here in our community. If you love pecans, that's Tuesday Butcher Evers. And her and her husband, Edwin Evers, they own Evers Pecans. Of course, he's a professional fisherman. And she was a 2-sport athlete, quite the basketball player, dominant on the softball field. Standing next to her is Taylor mcalhaney. Actually played softball at the University of Kansas. She also was a dual-sport athlete, I believe McDonald's All-American. And the young lady on the end, she is a legend around here, Hall of Fame individual, Pearlene Evans, a longtime teacher here, but she was quite the athlete when she was a student here at Oologah. One gentleman is not with us tonight, physically couldn't make that. He was at the banquet last night, a gentleman by the name of Dennis Sunday. He and a trio of guys were just dynamic on the basketball court, won the state championship, the only boys basketball state championship that we won in school history. So this is something I get an opportunity to be a part of, and that's the Hall of Fame committee and just the work that we're doing. Oologah between 1990 and 2000 was the winningest high school in the state of Oklahoma among all classes, and so it's just a great opportunity for us to honor the past as we celebrate our future and where we are, but also dream and kind of achieve for the future.
Yeah, I know 3 of the 4 pretty well. I don't know Mr. Hope. Obviously, you can tell by looking at him, he's a big guy. I bet he was a strong young man. I know he won a state title in wrestling, but I know the rest of them really well. Obviously, Tuesday they have a kid goes to our school. the McAlhaneys are around and coaching and doing those things. And then you stole my line, but I didn't know anything about Pearlene other than she is a Hall of Fame human being. So she's Hall of Fame in my book before I even knew she played any sports. Always has that same smile she has right there on her face.
Incredible group of people, and honored that they honestly built a foundation that the Mustangs stand up on today. Let's take a little bit of time to talk about our starters tonight for the Mustangs. We'll start with the offense. Bryce Byers back, had him last week. Good to have him back. He's just kind of a leader and an anchor, if you will, on that blind side of the offensive line at left tackle, number 72, senior Bryce Byers. Left guard, 57, Micah Chang. At center, Aiden Gifford. Right guard, Warren Pierce. And in the right tackle, Cooper Robinson back in that lineup. So that's the five they started with this season, and good to have the cohesiveness, if you will, of those five back together.
Yeah, getting to play more than one game in a row as the same offensive line just helps when you got pools and you got all the different things and the reads and all the communication you got to have. It just helps. And then it also strengthens your overall line and defensive line because you have more depth. So excited to see what that group can do tonight.
Got some a little bit of shuffling, if you will, on the receiver corps. Ryan Tunison is in starting this week. Sophomore Aiden Gaines, 15 catches, 137 yards on the season. Team leader Gavin Salt in there, and then also Maddox DeVillibus will be starting as a wide receiver. Blake, really important that this crew tonight catch what's thrown their way, set your quarterback up for success. I think if the Mustangs are going to be successful tonight, we've got to find some life in our passing game.
Yes, we do, and I think it's kind of, you kind of got to hit the free throws is, a way to say it. You've just got to catch the easy passes, let Grady establish a rhythm, and let us establish a passing game early.
In the backfield, running back number 22, senior Jaden Tanner, 44 carries, 3 touchdowns on the season with 161 yards. We saw Sam Hogue in the lineup some last week. You will see him quickly in the lineup as well. Sam's fastest guy on the team, and certainly see some gaps. Jaden's listed as a starter. And then at quarterback, sophomore Grady Vogel, 28-72, 322 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. So a young sophomore really just trying to find his place, find his rhythm. Talking to Coach this week, he said practice, we were a little rough for the first part of the week, felt like they had a good day of practice yesterday. Let's talk a little bit about the defensive side of the ball. At defensive end, number 44, senior Wade Peters. At the nose, kind of that anchor right there in the middle of that defensive line, Warren Pierce, and then number 72, senior Bryce Byers. And Kevin, I said a lot last week, it's great to have Bryce back in that lineup.
Yeah, 100%. He's a big leader. He's our biggest kid. He makes things happen on both the offensive and defensive line for sure. And just a big feather in our cap to have him back.
Blake, I don't know that they're what we're going to see in Fort Gibson tonight. I mean, several of their coaches I've talked to, they said their up front is not their strength. And I think these guys tonight, if they can get some pressure on that quarterback, are going to have an opportunity to create some disruption.
I think so, and the earlier that you can start that, the better. We talk about playing off your back foot and running for your life the whole game. The sooner we can get in that quarterback's head, the better off we are as a defense.
Talk about our linebackers. Garrett Salt on the outside, JT, Jaden Tanner, and Gavin Salt kind of in that inside linebacker, and then Caden Fisher kind of the fourth, if you will, across there. And then the corners, Maddox DeVillibus, Sam Hogue, Aiden Gaines, and Jackson Lustig are the corners. And they've got a little bit of work cut out for you tonight because Fort Gibson, they've got some speed, Kevin, in their receiver corps.
Yeah, we keep hearing they have good skill players. They're going to try to spread it around and throw it around. Going to need a big night. We said it that those are where our athletes are. We're going to need them to be athletes, need them to make some big plays. Also looking for Landon Roach. We're supposed to get him back tonight at outside linebacker, and he's a really solid player for the defense, and I think he can make some plays tonight.
Going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll have your national anthem, the coin toss, who you got, and more. This is the Mustang Tailgate Show.
American Bus Sales is celebrating 20 years of service, and we couldn't have done it without you. Founded in 2004, just outside of Tulsa, Oklahoma, we've grown into one of the most trusted names in the bus sales and rental industry across North America. Whether you need school buses, new and pre-owned shuttles, vans, handicap-accessible vans, or top-of-the-line coach buses, we've got you covered. We offer a wide range of buses and shuttles available for both short-term and long-term leases. Are you planning a one-time trip? Do you need a long-term contract? We have your transportation solution right here. We also specialize in selling renovated and customized buses and shuttles, and we buy quality used buses from across the country. Our extensive parts department supports repairs and restorations to ensure your fleet stays in top shape. For 20 years, American Bus Sales has built our brand on quality and customer care. We're proud to be your full-service fleet provider, committed to safety, reliability, and value. Visit AmericanBusSales.net today and see how we can help you with all your transportation needs.
Welcome back to Advance Homes Tailgate Show. Brent Kellogg along with Kevin Hogue. Blake Salt is on the sideline. We're about 11 minutes until kickoff, guys. It's been a warm day. It's been actually an uncharacteristically warm week of weather in Oklahoma. But as the sun sets, the shadows hit the field, it's going to be a great night for Friday Night Football.
Yeah, it's definitely going to help. Humidity's supposed to pick up a little bit, which it typically does. But, yeah, really uncharacteristic. I'm ready for fall. We had like a little glimpse of, 40, 50-degree mornings, and then today for it to be 93, probably over 100 on the turf when the sun was hitting it. Definitely doesn't feel like October 4th, but it is football weather.
I know hydration's a thing. Cramps have kind of plagued us a little bit. It's really important these guys hydrate, protect themselves, take care of themselves tonight as we try to play football.
Yeah, we have a lot of trainers. They're nice young ladies. They take great care of the boys. I know in our house we never stop talking about hydration. Blake, I know you have brothers. I mean, it's not like we wait till Wednesday or Thursday night. We're talking about it Sunday. What is our plan? What are we doing to try to get your salt in, get your water in, get your electrolytes? It's tough. It's tough when it's this hot.
Body recovery is a big deal because you leave everything on the field on Friday night. So Saturday, it's really important to start that process, and then they had a rough, tough week of practice. I mean, they pushed them. Coach told me that this week, man. We just pushed them. We're going to have to be strong enough and physical enough to play 4 quarters of football, and so they did that. Let's talk real quick about who you got tonight. Who is your pick, Blake, for MVP for the Mustangs tonight?
I'm going to kind of a little bit of a bias pick. I'm going to pick Gavin. He's talked about all week. He's kind of been quiet about it, but he really thinks with him playing on both sides of the ball, he's going to have a lot of opportunities to have a handful of catches, and really containment is what their key to the game is there on defense, so he's going to play a big part in that.
Kevin, who you got?
I'm going to take a group. I'm going to take the offensive line. Had a conversation today with a coach from a different school, and he said, Kevin, if you're not solid up front with the front five, nothing else matters. And it really doesn't. We need to be solid up front. We need to be able to run the ball to set up some of those choice throws so we can hit some bigger plays tonight.
You see on your screen, we're taking a moment of silence, so we're going to join the field. When we come back, we'll talk about who you got a little bit more.
And now, our national anthem, performed by the Oologah High School Stallion Battalion, under the direction of John Matthews and Dave Smith.
Sound of the Stallion Battalion as they perform our national anthem tonight. Guys, in our segment called Who You Got, as the Mustang captains will make their way out to the field for the coin toss, I'm going to go with Aiden Gaines tonight. Aiden, a very athletic individual, dual direction player, plays both on offense and on defense, team leader in receptions. And I think they're going to scheme. Teams are starting to take notice of him and his speed and how fast he is. And so I also think while he may or may not have as many touches, they're going to use him a lot as a decoy. We've shown teams the jet sweep, giving it to Aiden. And so he's just a speedster that I think Fort Gibson defense is going to have to account for. And I think that can give you an advantage in your scheming that they're going to follow him while we misdirect and go the different direction. So I am going to go with Aiden Gaydens for who you got. Let's talk about the keys to the game tonight in terms of what the Mustangs have to do on offense. You got to score early. It would be great, Kevin, if you could score in that first drive because you're kind of planned and scheme drive, if you will, but you got to score early in the first quarter.
Yeah, everything gives us confidence, right, or detracts from that. So scoring early, even if it's a field goal, going down the field, having some success, showing them that we can have some success and sustain some drives would be a huge, huge feather in our cap tonight.
Next thing I'm going to talk about, we need to be able to get outside the tackles, if you will. You got to stretch the field, kind of get out of the phone box, and you do have some speed. Sam's got some speed. Aiden's got some speed. Utilize those guys to get outside a little bit and stretch the field.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% there. We saw a heavy dose of up the middle last week. I think we need to mix it up and use, you hear the term, using the width of the field too. Use all of the field, stretch their defense out, get one-on-one with some of our playmakers.
Blake, lastly, I'll say this. You got to find a groove. You got to find a rhythm. It felt like last week at Miami, we had a couple of drives that really looked good, and it all hinged on getting that first down. You say this a lot, get that first down, and then a puff of smoke, go get it. And I think the offense tonight has to establish a groove.
Yeah, it does. I think we really need to go and find our identity as an offense. It seems like we kind of don't have our bread and butter established yet. With the quarterback changes and kind of figuring everything out with our young guys, we've got to figure out what is our bread and butter, what can we go to in 3rd down and 2, and we're confident in that.
On defense, and you can tell the graphic on the screen is kind of a tic-tac-toe, if you will, kind of hoping to get 3 in a row. I think the defense tonight, and we talked about this momentarily when we were going through our starting lineup, control the up front. Again, the coaches have said, hey, Fort Gibson, a good team, their up front is probably where they're going to be most vulnerable. And I think, Kevin, you've got to capitalize on defense of being good up front yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. We got to get some pressure on the quarterback. Last year in this very game, we put pressure on the quarterback. We knocked one of the quarterbacks out. There were some turnovers. There was a pick that went all the way back for like 90-yard touchdown. We need some of that. It would be great if we could score in a different phase other than offense, special teams or defense.
Blake, I'll say this for the next point is just make easy tackles. It's almost going back to basics and just play sound football tonight.
Yeah, we don't need anybody to be Superman. We got to play team football, rally to the football. Just do your job, and everything else will take care of itself.
All right, one more thought on defense is win that turnover battle and take advantage of those. We had some moments last week where the turnover went our way, but then the drive just stalled out and wasn't able to do much with it. So I think, Blake, it's important to minimize mistakes and win that turnover battle.
It is, especially in a district game. We're not a team that's super high-powered or anything. We've got to have stuff go our way, and we've got to do the little things right. And I think that's the most important. Just do your job and do the little things right.
Captains are on the field for the Mustangs. Aiden Gaines, Braxton Davis, Gavin Salt, and Warren Pierce are the guys in the blue tops, white pants that are representing the Mustangs, and they are set to flip the coin. We will watch and see who won the call.
It's like Fort Gibson won the call. So I'm sure they defer, I'm assuming. We would take the ball, and then they're picking which end they want. Taking a little longer than normal. Yep, Fort Gibson won the toss and deferred, so they'll receive in the second half. We're going to be on offense, guys,
and
first.
Blake, yeah, you have an opportunity here to get the ball, do something with it. You don't want to get a stop. You don't want to go 3 and out. Set the pace of this game. You want it. You want Fort Gibson to play from behind, and it just is different internally in your mind and your heart when you're down versus when you're playing with a lead. And I think it's important tonight for the Mustangs to set just the tone of the sucker.
100%. You haven't won a lot of games up to this point in the season. You don't need to get behind and go, oh, no, here we go again. You need to get some confidence. I think this is an evenly matched game. I think this is a game we should win if we play well. I think our best is better than their best, but we got to go out and do it as we take the field right now.
Here come the Mustangs in a home blue-white pants and that gold helmet on top. Guys, I've called this the Hall of Fame game tonight because we recognized 5 of our former alumni who made a huge impact on just the legacy of who we are as a school and even as a community. Blake, we talked this week, number 7, number 2 are really good, really fast receivers for Fort Gibson.
Yeah, they are, and, we talked about containment, but we also talked about their offensive line maybe not being their strongest suit and our defensive line maybe being able to have a big night tonight. If we can put pressure on the quarterback, then that kind of limits the ability of those receivers to get downfield.
Want to say thanks to Advanced Homes as sponsors of our Advanced Home Tailgate Show. Also, Mustang Football is brought to you by Texoma Tractor, proud supporter of Mustang Athletics. Armstrong Bank, working right along beside you for more than 100 years. And Edward Jones Investments, looking to plan your future financially. Give Kent Jensen a call at Edward Jones Investments. Well, Kevin, man, I'm excited. If you were to have asked me, about a month before season even started, what would be one of the most important games on the schedule? I would have said last week, and we talked about that last week, that our route to the playoffs many times goes through that Miami game. But I think this game is important simply because what you did last week and how you respond tonight really is going to set the tone for what happens over the remaining games.
I agree 100%. It's going to kind of forecast what we have remaining. Obviously, we're going to go to Cushing next week, but a big task here, one that we need to come out. We need to play well in all 3 phases and get a W tonight and get back to winning football.
Blake, you live with a couple of the Mustangs. What's their headspace like? Are they fired up, ready to get back to the pads and play some football tonight?
They are every Friday night, but it's especially important. It's kind of just more of a sense of urgency, like we're saying. I think everybody's starting to realize we've got to put it together if we're going to make a playoff run, and that's always the hopes, is you don't want to end your season in Week 10. So I suspect we'll see a little more serious and a sense of urgency in our Mustangs tonight.
I believe the Mustangs know the job that's cut out for them tonight is that a route to the playoffs almost feels like a must-win situation for the Mustangs at home tonight. Back for the Mustangs, you have Aiden Gaines, Sam Hogue, and Maddox DeVilbus that are back set to receive as Fort Gibson is set to kick it away. Kevin, you kind of a friendly relationship, I guess. Yep. You have to, if you will, with Fort Gibson.
Yeah, my wife's twin brother is the Soup. Great guy. Called him this week. Had a question about child nutrition. Called him this week. So,
is there any bets on this? Like, are you wearing Fort Gibson if they win? Or
we didn't do that this year, being a district game. Ben Pemberton, obviously, is a friend of mine. His father was my principal when I got hired at Muskogee. He's now a state senator. I've known them for quite a while. He's an all-around great guy. We've been doing that. We didn't put it on this game. Just a lot going on. Didn't really get that in line. But we've done that the last few years, and that's been fun.
It's a busy time of week or busy time of year. We got a lot of stuff we'll talk about.
I was at the state fair. All the things.
We got a lot of stuff we're going to show. Jackson Lustig there on the return for the Mustangs. Got great field position. Ball down at the 46-yard line. First down at 10 with 4 receivers in the set for Oologah. Aiden Gaines in motion. Vogel going to just pass out to Sam on the right side. He'll pick up 15, 20, 25. Finally brought out of bounds at the 26-yard line. First and 10.
Yeah, love that. Love getting out on the edge. Again, get away from the tackle box. Get away from those guards. Got him out in space. He outran the outside backer. And that's a big gain and a nice little feel-good play if you're Grady, too.
First and 10 coming up for the Mustangs.
I like the motion we had there. We kind of had some jet sweep motion, maybe caught some guys looking.
They're wanting to see what kind of eyes they have on Aiden. So I think they brought him around. Handoff going to go up the middle. Official will say no gain, if maybe a yard on the play.
Yeah, not much there. Big number 55, Stevie Vaface, maybe? Hopefully I got that right. Made a great play there.
Second down and 10 for the Mustangs. Is quarterback Vogel will check the sideline. Coach talked about just the leader he is in the huddle. Grady's never had a bad day. Like, he just wakes up happy. Kind of a golden retriever dog. Just happy all the time. Handoff up the middle.
Oh, looks like a face mask.
Yeah.
No call?
I think he had his shoulder pad.
Oh. Yeah, he was running awful hard, and then all of a sudden just but a good gain there. Gets us back on track, 3rd and 4, maybe a long 4 here. I like that we're not afraid to run it after kind of a no-game play. Big 3rd down here. If you're joining us, wind is blowing out of the south, so that's from right to left. We are going downwind.
All right, third down for the Mustangs. A big third down, too. You're on your first drive. You started with great field position. You want to take advantage. You'd like to get this one in the end zone. Put Fort Gibson on notice tonight. Mustangs are here to play. Around to Sam Ho, going to get the first down.
Yeah, and I like that. We didn't see much of that last week. We were asking for it. That pitch outside there, really everyone committing up the middle, and you just pitch it out, and he's going to outrun those backers to the edge there and get you a nice first down.
First down and 10, ball down at the 16-yard line. Mustangs moving into the red zone. First drive, and for the first time tonight with 10:13 left to play in the first quarter.
So far, this drive is going exactly as Coach Noble would like it to go.
All right, Aiden Gaines in motion. Vogel takes the handoff. Going to go up the middle to Sam. Going to break through. Found a gap. Pick up about 7.
I like that. I like being decisive. He kind of took a step to the right, put that right foot in the ground, and went straight upfield and lowered his shoulders there. Get a good 5-6 yards. You average 5-6 yards a carry, you're going to win a lot of ball games. Another good job by that offensive line.
They're going to say a gain of 5 brings up second down and 5 from the 11. 3 receivers in this set.
They're blitzing.
Hand off to Sam. Going to scurry forward, pick up about 2.
Good job there to break through some arm tackles. They kind of brought a run blitz, if you will, Blake, and they had immediate pressure, and a good job by some of those linemen to hold on, and a little different look here.
Yeah. Go ahead, Blake.
It seems like a heavier package. You kind of you've got a little bit more speed and some shiftiness in Sam. You put Jaden back in there, kind of your power back, and you brought another tight end in with Wade Peters, so I'd be interested to see if we've got something special drawn up or just going to run it up the middle.
Scoreboard says third down and 3. The Mustangs don't even send a receiver out and set, so it's just kind of a power formation. And Sam was actually kind of the Sam cat, if you will, kind of a wildcat.
Man, I don't love that. We tried that a couple times last week. When you don't spread anybody out, you know what we're doing. If we're going to go that wildcat set, I'd like to see us leave some wide receivers in and get a couple of those guys out of the box. That looked pretty evident where we were going with the ball there.
They're bringing in some personnel.
We're going back base here.
Yeah, so it's fourth down. The Mustangs they think they can get this first down. So playing confident tonight. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 receiver to the near side. Fourth down.
Try to get him to jump. We better go quick.
4 seconds on the play clock. Be curious if they take a timeout here. Hand off to Sam. I think he's going to get it. Yep, he's going to pick up 4. First down.
Nice. Boy, that had me worried a little bit there. Didn't get that blocked up super great. Some of that, we just a little discombobulated with switching in kind of mass groups. But a good job there. Mustang first down. Like the confidence Coach Noble showed in his back, but also his offensive line. My group up front dominating the game so far.
My conversation with Coach Noble this week, I talked about eventually the recipe's going to cook. Last week, I don't want to take anything away from Miami, but we hand-wrapped, gifted that game and said, here you go. Here's a win. And tonight it would be great if all the recipes could come together and make a beautiful cake. The Mustangs get out with the win. Pass into the end zone. Stampede touchdown. Ryan Tunison for the touchdown.
Yeah, great job by Ryan, one of our senior wide receivers. He's a bigger body, kind of boxing out, if you will, and a good throw, kind of low and away where only our guy could catch it. And we talked about getting started early. We talked about scoring first. We did all the things there. We're missing a guy, it looks like, on the line. We got to hurry. They haven't started the play clock, so we're good.
And here he comes.
Tunison got a little excited. So I would love for Garrett to stand back up. They haven't even started it. We got all the time in the world. No rush here.
The point after attempt for the Mustangs. Ball was a high snap. Got it down. There's a flag. Be curious to see what the call is. Blake, I'm going to give a shout-out to the offensive line on that last possession.
I think they hit our kicker.
We were able to move the ball, and a lot of that was the offensive line creating a gap for the running back to get through.
Other than that one play where we didn't gain anything, we were positive yards every play, and that's important. We talked about establishing a groove, and that makes it easier on our quarterback and our receivers as well. If we can have a run game, it opens up a lot of our offense.
Want to be balanced. There is a flag on both sides of the field.
I think they ran into Sam kicking. Personal foul.
Yep, roughing the kicker on the defense.
Now, they pointed at us. You can't rough your own kicker, I don't think. That would be a new one on me. And if it was a penalty on us, they would take points off the board, so they're going to scoot everyone back. It's unfortunate that we're kicking downwind because he doesn't need it to kick it in the end zone here. He's probably going to kick this one through the upright just for fun.
If we can get 3 points out of it, I'll take it.
This is a I don't think you do it here, but this is a spot in the field where you see them sometimes try to catch somebody off guard. Because, you're kicking from the 45, so a 10-yard kick's at the 35. You maybe go for an onside kick, but I think you'll see us – I don't know what you'll see us do here, but he's got plenty of legs, especially downwind, to boot the heck out of this one.
9 plays, 54 yards on the opening drive for the Mustangs to put 7 on the board. And Sam will actually kick it away from the – Oh, they're going to do it.
Oh.
I bet we were offsides. Yep. No, back, get some of that yardage back, I guess.
It's too enticing, Blake, when you're kicking off from the positive 45 to not onside. There's too much upside there. But, yeah, you got to stay onside, and his run-up was a little slower. I don't know if that got us, or we were a little overzealous wanting to get down there and get on the ball. I think you'll see us kick it away now. They're going to be a little more prepared for that. We got it through that first guy. You just didn't get that hop in the air. You get the hop in the air, good things happen to the kicking team. But I think you'll see him just boot it, and they'll start at the 20.
Ball is spotted at the 50. It was at the 45, so that is a 5-yard penalty on the kickoff with 7:23 left to play in the first quarter. The Mustangs are on top 7-0 as Fort Gibson Tigers have made the road trip to Mustang Stadium tonight in district play. Boot that well into the end zone, so a touchback for Fort Gibson. Blake, your thoughts on the opening drive, just that first possession of the Mustangs, kind of that first take?
I think it's really successful. We did a good job of establishing the run game. We had some success throwing the ball, which is awesome early to get Grady kind of in a rhythm. Our offensive line is playing great, and we also took 4.5 minutes off the clock, which is something to be said. We've got to win the time of possession, and when that number's in our favor, good things happen for the Mustangs.
Defense really has been a strong point, Kevin, for the Mustangs the last couple of seasons. It'd be great tonight if they could set some dominance early.
Yeah, we were dominant in the second half last week.
They're going to hand off up the middle, going to get to that second layer. Aiden had a chance to get him down. Gain of 13, first down and 10.
Got to be a lot more effective at getting the guy to the ground there. Got to break down and just get him to the ground. Sometimes on defense, Blake, you play defense. Sometimes on defense, you're just going to get ran over, but you got to tackle.
Yeah, wrapping up and, just kind of catching so your guys can rally.
Hit at the line of scrimmage. Number 2, Cash Keys. He's quick. He's the ball carrier there. They're going to say a gain of a yard.
He ran into Mr. Jaden Tanner there. Hat on a hat. Great tackle there. Jaden said, you're not going to get to the second or third level on me. And 2 straight runs for the Tigers.
All right, Fort Gibson has 2 receivers to the far side. The Mustangs show blitz, and then they back out of it. 17 on the play clock, so Fort Gibson's wants to make sure they've got the right play set. Quarterback got some time, drops back, looking deep. A little bit of hand-to-hand.
No, that's just –
Yep.
I think he tripped on his own guy. Great positioning there by Maddox. Got his head turned around. That's the key to cornerback play. You can't panic. You get, and sometimes you have to panic because you get beat, right? And you're just playing catch up. But he was in great position there, which allowed him to put his right hand on the receiver's hip, turn his head, and see the football. I thought we might have a chance to pick it off, but a big third down here for the Mustang defense.
Sevens is speedster, so kudos to Max for staying step for step with him. Great coverage from the Mustang secondary. 11 seconds left to play on the play clock. Fort Gibson probably going to have to hustle up here just a little bit. They change formation just a tad. 2, 1, they'll get it off. Quarterback's got time across the middle. Pitch and catch for 14.
So they crossed there, and our safety and our corner switched guys, and that switching there provided a little space for them to fit it in there. Big third down play there by the Fort Gibson Tigers. And we had guys running in and off, and they went fast, so we're going to have to burn a timeout here. I don't hate that. Let's get regrouped. Let's get resettled.
Let's take a timeout as well. We'll be back with more Mustang football right after this.
I will tell you the care I've received here at Advanced Orthopedics is wonderful, phenomenal. My knee had just deteriorated where it was bone on bone. Same thing for my hips. going about my day-to-day activities, whether it was at work or with family, that was constantly on my mind. It affected my ability to sleep, ability to walk. I'm very happy with the staff here at Advanced Orthopedics. I'm so happy with the results that I've received.
Welcome back to Mustang Field. 6:19 left to play in the first quarter. Mustangs on top of the visiting Fort Gibson Tigers. Big third down conversion for a first down for Fort Gibson. Now they'll start over first down at 10 with the ball at the 48-yard line.
We're playing awful deep off of their receivers.
Hand off to number 4. Kind of moves the pile forward. It's still moving.
Whistle, guys. Goodness.
Looks like a gain of 7.
Good hard run by number 4, Judd Rudd, senior running back for the Tigers.
Called his name for a couple of years. As Blake pointed out, we've played these guys, but not necessarily in district. This is the first time they're a part of 4A3 district play. 3 receivers in the set. Quarterback drop back to pass.
Going deep. Turn your head. Oh, wide receiver never saw it. Well, they're going to say holding. Looked like there was some mutual combat there. Got to turn your head. You mentioned they are a new district foe, but we've played them in junior high for the last 8 years I've been here.
Yeah.
So we see them. We haven't been seeing them in varsity play till the last couple of years.
Waiting for the official call from the white hat, flag down on the field. They're going to call it a pass interference, and that's a big penalty.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. They got such a good gain on first down, it allowed them to kind of take a shot, if you will, and was nowhere close to being completed.
Yeah, and I think that's the first penalty of the night.
It is.
I
the
think
first
so
penalty of the
far,
night.
both teams have played. Well, you know what? There was the roughing the kicker. That's right.
You're right.
Yep. Handoff, number 4. He's going to hurdle a guy. Aiden had a chance to knock him out. Didn't even slow him down. Some guys will get to him, and we got a flag out of bounds.
Interesting to see what that is.
Blake, don't know if you can see it from your perspective. It's on the other side of the field.
I can't, but I do know I'm interested to say if they do call out a hurdle, you actually can't hurdle in high school. You know, you can't actually jump over guys. You have to jump off 2 feet is the rule. So, you know, that's kind of a judgment call. But
they're bringing it back, looks like.
That could be what it is.
It was thrown awful quick out of bounds, so I don't know.
Nope, face mask against the offense.
All right.
5-yard first down. So
right.
Even with the penalty, it's still a first down. Gets them off the goal line, though. Defense needs to stiffen up here. Got him to a third down, let him complete a big third down, and then it's been all downhill for the Tigers. Look for them. They got us singled up over there. They got a lot of our defense over here with the wide side of the field and double stack. Look for them to single something up to the top side.
Handoff again up to number 4. This time met at the line of scrimmage. Gain of 2 on the play.
Yeah, good job by Gavin Salt to get him around the legs and get him down for a minimal gain. That's more like it on first down. They've been way too successful on first down.
They can pick up a first down at the 1-yard line, so it's second down and 9. Handoff again, going to be met. Big gain on the play. It's like about 5.
Yeah, a couple of big hits by some Mustangs there. Big third down here. Watch their kicker a little bit. He's solid. He doesn't have a huge leg. Would be interesting to see. I bet they would go for it here regardless as long as they don't have a big loss.
Third down and 4 for the Mustang defense. A high snap. Going to hand off. Got a hand on him in the backfield, but he'll break out of that. Looks like no gain on the play.
Good job. Great penetration up the middle. Ultimately, Jaden Tanner got him down, but a great job. Just what we needed. And they're debating. I think they're going to go for it.
It's fourth down and 4 from the 5-yard line. Again, they can get a first down at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, with that is the 1-8 of that face mask penalty on them. As it got them in a position to get a first down. Just need to get a stop here.
Pass.
He's out of bounds.
He's going to say incomplete. He was out of the end zone.
No, they're going to talk. They're going to talk. The back guy says he's out of bounds.
The guy that was closest to the play waved his arms incomplete.
So they did a rub route there. You hear about that a lot in the NFL, but they had like 3 guys over there double stacked, and 2 of them just basically took out our defense, Blake. Looked like potentially could have been some offensive PI there.
Yeah, kind of that position is you kind of intentionally run into those guys and knock the defenders out of the way, but you got to make it look like you're running a route.
It's really
got to be a good actor.
Opposite side of the field for us to see. One official said he was out of bounds.
Curious why they chatted.
And maybe he did have a straight-on angle to it. PAT is up.
No good.
And it is no good.
We'll take that as a silver lining and a little victory there. 4:15 left. Mustangs 7. Fort Gibson Tigers 6.
Beautiful night, man. Absolutely beautiful night for Friday Night Lights. And a lot of stuff going on at Oologah High School. Softball wrapped up season play at regionals.
Yeah, they competed really hard. So there's a 14 regional. You have to win it to get out and to get to super regionals, if you will. And so we were third in our district. We drew number 2 over there. Played them really tough. Lost 1-0 yesterday to Miami. They're a really good team. One of the better fielding infields I've seen maybe since I've been here. They were really solid. We hit the ball really hard in some spots that I feel like against teams in our district would have been a base hit, but wasn't. And we'll wish them luck. But unfortunately, our softball season, I think we had 24 wins. So a good season for Coach Robinson. Excited to
first year head coach for us. He's
first year head coach here. Excited to see what he can build here, and I think that's his plan is to be here and want to build something, and I'm excited for that.
We will actually talk to his wife coming up at halftime. She is our cross-country coach, and she will be our halftime show. Back to the same spot. Mustangs have an opportunity for some return here.
Yep, okay, good.
Jackson Lustig again on the return. Gets back almost, Kevin, to the same spot on the field, about to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, especially into the wind. Like I said, their kicker doesn't have a huge leg. They're just kind of kicking it to that second level. With any blocking at all, we're going to get some good returns tonight. Anxious to see, especially into the wind, if we'll move some of our speedier guys from the back up and kind of condense that and see what we can do.
Ball be placed down at the 45-yard line. The Mustangs 9 plays, 54 yards, and a touchdown, their first possession, with 4:08 left to play in the first quarter. Mustangs now have the ball for the second time, 3 receivers in the set. Pitch it around to JT. Not a lot there. Going to say maybe a gain of a yard.
Yeah, good job by Fort Gibson to close there. It sure looked like we had an opportunity there. We'll take a positive gain, though, and live to fight another day here on second down.
27 seconds on the play clock. So Mustangs have plenty of time to huddle and talk about this. They're going to say he actually picked up 2 on the carry, so brings up second down and 8. 2 receivers to the far side. Vogel going to roll out. It's got Salt. Yeah. Did he tip it?
Yeah, it was tipped, and I'm going to be honest. That might have been a blessing because the guy had us bracketed underneath. If that passes anywhere on target, that might have been an INT. So
I was watching Salt roll out, and I saw he had a space, and I wasn't necessarily chasing the quarterback. And tipped pass, incomplete pass, brings up a big third down and 8.
Yeah, I don't want to, they kind of stayed on schedule and went down the field on us just like we did on them the first drive. You'd like to match that again. You don't want to go 3 and out here.
Mustangs have 4 receivers in the set. Gains in motion.
Oh, looks like some early contact.
Fans on the Mustang side want to say he got there early. The official won't throw any laundry, so brings up a 4th down. Would assume the Mustangs will punt this away.
It was really close, but again, Blake, it was like a 2-yard route on 4th and 8, so was never going to really net us a first down. It's tough when you roll to your left, especially on the short side of the field. It doesn't leave a lot of room, and we're going to have to punt. I think they're going to have to call timeout. I think they got 1 too many on the field. Looks like some confusion and some upset coaches in red over there. Not sure.
We're going to take a timeout as well. Be back with more right after this.
Exercise has always been part of my life. I've always been an active person. I was diagnosed with spondylolisthesis. I knew that eventually I was going to have surgery, but I kept putting it off. I felt like I was being listened to, and I never felt any pressure. The techs, nurses, PA, surgeon, everybody that would come and visit me did a wonderful job. I just feel like they gave me my life back.
All right, we are back. It is 7-6 Mustangs, 3:53 left in the first quarter. Each team went down and scored on their first possession. The Mustangs kind of sputtered, if you will, and spun their wheels here on the second possession after starting on the 45. We're only able to get 2 yards on first down, and here we are, 4th and 8.
And sometimes, Kevin, that second and third possession of a ball game are telling your first possession scripted. You practice it in practice. The guys, you don't even really have to look at the call sheet. You know what's coming. And sometimes it's that second and third possession, and that on this case just never could get that momentum going. All right. Mustang's going to punt this away. Good punt. Going to flip the field, if you will. Going to take a Mustang bounce. Started at the 6. He's
That's
slippery.
why you can't jog down the field. You got to go cover the ball. We're jogging down the field because we just assume it's going to bounce, and he steps up to catch it. We're not ready, and he blows right by us. You got to break down. That's too good of a punt for them to start on the 20. 12
words are hard today. 12-yard return for Fort Gibson, so they'll take over first down and 10. Ball's right at the 20-yard line. With 3:44 left to go in the first quarter. Coming up at halftime, Stallion Battalion will march their show. They are in the throes of competition, and their next couple of weeks are really, really busy. This past Saturday, they hosted the Stallion Battalion Invitational. It was an incredible Saturday. Hand off again. Man, he found a big gap up the left side, and he's fast, Blake. Going to knock him out of bounds, but a huge 25-yard gain.
Yeah, we talked about that before. You let those guys get the edge. 2 and 7 are their speedster guys, and he kind of had a full head of steam going downhill and got to the edge. He's going to be hard to stop.
Big plays are what the Mustangs need to minimize tonight in order to be successful.
Yeah, you don't want your secondary having to make a ton of tackles in the run game. Got to do a better job up front.
High snap could have been a botched opportunity, and he's still able to get that down, pick up 7.
We've seen that a few times, where it's a high snap, kind of disrupts their timing, but they're still able to pick up 7 yards. That shouldn't happen.
Second down, 3 with 3:22 left to play in the first quarter. Hand off to number 4, the flag.
Sure hoping
that's the backfield. Woo, we got all kinds of stuff flying.
I think they're going to get number 65 for a hold. I sure hope. Coach Noble agrees with me. He's pointing backwards. That would be a big lift for us.
Number 4, Judd Rudd. All right, they are going to call a holding.
Should be a pretty substantial penalty. So instead of 2nd and 3, be 2nd and 13.
Yeah, that really changes your play call and your ability to make those play calls, because 2nd and 3, you've kind of got the world by the tail. Your entire playbook's open. 2nd and 13 feels entirely different.
Yeah, we need to. First guy needs to make the tackle, keep everything in front. Let's make a play here and get off the field.
3 receivers in the set for Fort Gibson.
Oh, double route.
They're going to go deep. You got a chance, right? Boy, Aiden was cutting on that ball, but
yeah, we were wanting offensive pass interference, and it probably was not a well-thrown ball. We were all over him. If he's not holding us and he doesn't turn into the defender, we probably make a play on that ball. Big-time third down here, though. You can see what they want to do. They're going to take some shots down the field. We have the athletes, if we will stay in technique, to run alongside them and be in position just like that. We just need to stay in technique, watch the rub routes, really communicate well, and we'll be all right.
Play smart, sound, just basic. Tackle the guy, run your technique football. The Mustangs can find success tonight. Coach Adler was in the official's ear, won some offensive pass interference, but no call, so brings up 3rd down 13 for the Tigers.
Oh, we hit him.
Pressure.
Oh, I thought they were going to get it. Good job there. We hit the quarterback right as he threw it. Wade Peters, who you got from the past couple of weeks making plays. He was excited. Gavin's back full strength. He's like, I'm just playing defensive line, Mr. Hogue. I'm going to have a big week. And, I gave him a hug. I said, I hope you do. I look forward to shaking your hand after the game. And good job there by the Mustang defense, answering kind of their defense, if you will, and getting off the field.
Brody Hanson, the intended receiver. Coverage, Maddox DeVilbus. And it is 4th down. Fort Gibson looks to punt this one away.
Good hard punt. Stay away.
Sam saying just let it do its thing. So ball will be stopped at the 21-yard line. 1st down and 10 coming up for the Mustangs. Blake, what do you need to do as an offense?
I think we've got to get a 1st down and kind of get back into that rhythm we had the first drive. We talked about it, your first drive scripted, your second, third, even your 4th drive. It's kind of like you're playing chess with the field position game. Now we've got a little worse field position than what we've started with the past 2 drives. So we need to move the ball and flip the field back on this Fort Gibson offense if we're going to turn it back over in the end.
Kevin, I know you got some help on a holding call there from Fort Gibson offense, but it was really good for the defense to get that stop.
Absolutely.
And it felt like just a little momentum shift handed your way, so you want to capitalize on it if you're the Mustangs. With 3 receivers in the set, Aiden Gaines in motion. Vogel's going to hand it off. Sam's going to cut. Maybe a gain of a couple.
Yeah, not much there. We talked about our offensive line versus their defensive line. We should have a little bit of advantage, but their defensive line won the play there. It's about winning as many plays as you can, and that was coming right at us in the booth, and there was just nothing there.
Gain of a yard brings up 2nd down and 9 with 2:23 and counting left in the first quarter. 3 receivers will go to the far side. You've got 1 receiver on the short side of the field. Vogel's going to roll to the right. Way overthrown Maddox DeVilbus.
Yeah, we tried several of those kind of bootlegs perhaps to get away from pressure, and there hasn't been a lot besides that first play of the game where we got it out of the running back. There hasn't been a lot there in the passing game. 3rd and long.
Big 3rd down. 21 seconds on the play clock. The game clock is stopped because of an incomplete pass.
Going to go 3 wide with tight end, running back. Need to find some space here.
Now they're going to move Aiden while Fort Gibson shows blitz. Pass over the top, way overthrown. Intended receiver was Ryan Tunison.
We got to do better than that. That's just kind of heaving hope. Not much going on offense the last couple of drives. 2 3 and outs.
Blake, I want to be a little bit. I have an old timer here. This is probably before Blake's time, but there used to be this position in football called the fullback. Do you remember that? And the fullback sometimes would hit the gap and create space for your running back to. And I know offenses still use the 2-back set, if you will, but it's almost like you're going to have to find a way with an extra guy with that fullback, if you will, to open the gap for your running back to create some space. I felt like that first drive was successful because we did have some gaps. Fort Gibson, obviously, they coach too, and they've made some adjustments. Boy, Sam was under some pressure. He'll get that one away. Hopefully it'll take a Mustang bounce to midfield, down to the 45. Maybe the wind will give it 2 or 3 more yards. Boy, we got a good bounce on that one down to the 36-yard line.
Yeah, that was a good punt, man. They got quite a bit of pressure on the last punt. That one was even more immediate pressure. You're covering, but your first order of business is to block. You got to hold your block till you hear the ball. Then you got to go. I think we kind of got our priorities out of shape there. Got to hold our blocks a little bit longer. They're going to get a big play because they're going to get a blocked punt.
We do think we have an advantage up front, and time to put that together and capitalize on that so the Mustangs can move the ball. I really think getting the
Watch
running.
Watch out here, guys. They got their 2 playmakers stacked. Sorry to talk over you. Yep.
Quick screen out.
Good job by Maddox.
Did you see how Maddox pushed 7 off and freed himself up?
Yeah. Number 7 didn't seem like he had a lot of interest in blocking. He's a littler guy. Maddox did a good job being physical immediately, was able to bounce off, create space, and then go tackle for a gain of 2, and we'll take that. I thought they were doing something out here with their 2 playmakers stacked like that, and they did just that, and good job by the defense.
All right. Go ahead, Blake.
It's awesome to see the defensive backs, too. They're being physical, staying in that position, and that kind of sets a precedence on the wide receivers as well.
Man, that's a big-time gain on 2nd down. They're having success, Blake, running up the middle. We haven't seen a lot of teams be able to do that this year, but they are right up the middle our defense.
Judd Rudd, kind of a small back, but he's shifty, finds the hole, picks up 6. High snap, they'll hand it to him again. This time met at the line of scrimmage, but I think the pile's going to move forward. I think they're going to give him the first down.
And that's unfortunate. That's another time where they had to jump to get the snap. Their timing's messed up. You'd like to see someone fly through there and hit him in the backfield. Unfortunately, first down for the Tigers. Number 78 had his helmet come off. That's Douglas Two Shields. He's going to have to take a play off. Maybe we can get some pressure on his offensive line spot.
I want to thank Burns Propane, proudly providing propane to the greater Oologah area for 20 years for supporting Mustang football. Hand off again to number 4, Matt. Going to lose a couple yards. Mustang defense just read that one.
Good job. Looks like the defensive line might have been slanted there. They slanted to the away side of the field. Were able to cause some chaos. Wade Peters was there. Warren Pierce was there. Good job by a defensive line making a play, pushing them back. That's the first down. They haven't been really successful here. Be interested. I don't think you'll see them snap the ball here. 6 seconds left. I think you'll see it be a quarter change with the Mustang 7, Tiger 6.
More forward momentum really only caused them a loss of a yard, so bring up second down and 11. Timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. Be back with more Mustang football right after this.
RCB Bank is community. RCB Bank is friendly customer service. RCB Bank is trusted. RCB Bank is here to help. RCB Bank is yesterday, today, and tomorrow. RCB Bank is everywhere you need us to be. We are RCB Bank. Open an account online today to see why our customers always say, RCB Bank, that's my bank.
At Raising Cane's, we're huge football fans, but we're also fans of your local fundraisers and fun runs, small victories and big ideas. And yes, even the neighborhood animal shelter. I was getting to that. Plus over 30,000 other partners in the communities we serve. When you order our hand-battered chicken fingers, craveable cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade to cheer on your home team, you're also supporting your hometown. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One
Welcome back to Mustang Field. Start of the second quarter. Mustangs on top by a point. And it is a second down and 11 coming up for the Fort Gibson Tiger offense. Hand off to number 2. Caught in the backfield. Kevin dropped for another yard.
Yeah, JT's going to get half a tackle there, but the guy that made that happen was Gavin Salt. In the backfield immediately, caused him to move laterally and allowed JT to clean it up there. Good job by the Mustang defense. 3rd and long, you're going to see a shift into more of a passing defense look, if you will.
They're going to say a loss of 2, so it brings up 3rd down, 13 for this Fort Gibson offense. Trying to get the right personnel on the field. They've got 12 seconds on the play clock, so they've got time to get set. Number 12 is Logan Bethel, their quarterback. Let's make sure he's got the right play. 4 seconds on the play clock. 3, 2.
Oh, they weren't set. They weren't set, guys. Over here.
I don't think this official is going to call anything. His flag is tucked deeply into his pocket. Pitch and catch. Gain of about 17. 1st and 10.
That's where you have to trust your speed. It's 3rd and 12. We're giving them 20 yards.
Yeah.
That's too easy. Their quarterback's one of the better arm talents we're going to see all year. That's too easy. I think that's why you're seeing a substitution so they can talk to him. Got to be tighter on him on 3rd and 12. You got to know where the line is.
First down and 10 for Fort Gibson. Boy, that you had him, that 3rd down and long. Kind of a screen play.
Oh, he's going to go way out here.
Boy, just get him down, guys. Loss of 3.
He ran for about 47 yards to go -3. And I don't know what this flag is over here.
I think it might be blocking in the back. I think Gavin had a hand in the back, and that kind of sparked that missed tackle. Or it's right there in that area.
Good job by the Blake mentioned it earlier. You know, we've shifted some guys in. It's hot. Our secondary's flying up the field, making some plays.
Watching the officials as they.
I think we're going to decline it instead of letting them replay that down. We're going to take the loss. They got to move the football backwards, guys. The football doesn't go where the flag was. There we go. I think we're going to take the loss. We're going to go.
The loss of down, which would make it 2nd down. I believe 14 coming up for Fort Gibson.
Yeah, it's going to be 1st and like 20 or 2nd and 14.
Yeah, you definitely want to take the loss of down. Officials are confused. I'm confused.
It's about time for an official huddle, I think. Here we go. At least two of them go.
These never go our way. That is our mantra.
This is simple. We declined the penalty, guys. It's 2nd and 14.
The last time the huddle, they got the touchdown, so I
they're saying 3rd down now. Are they? They're trying to say 3rd down.
It's not 3rd down. It's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 14.
Our guy is still holding up 3 fingers on our sideline. We may get 3rd down out of this yet. We are. I think it's 2nd down.
It is 2nd down. That was I
don't know. Maybe we did some sort
Remember
of
they got the 17-yard pass. That was the first
Yeah.
down, and then out of that first down play. So,
okay, let's make a play here. Going deep. Good job, Ben Hogue. All over his guy. They tried to pick on the sophomore.
Who was that?
That's Ben Hogue. They subbed him in, and he was all over his guy. You know, he's really young. His birthday's in the middle of June. He's barely 15, but he's fast.
flag on the field. They did indicate it was against Fort Gibson. I'm assuming we'll decline that. I was going to say, regardless of how that play turned out, Ben had him covered. That was great cover, step for step with him. Turned his head. Good coverage by your secondary. They're going to say holding against Fort Gibson. We'll decline it.
So down in 14.
So there's that extra play that they gave them.
You know, there was a lot of controversy in NCAA football several years ago where somebody got a fifth down.
The fifth down. So fourth down.
Let's get a return on this. Let's go get something going. I think they're missing a guy. They're going to have plenty of time. He might be tired when he gets out there, but a little confusion. Want to have that left tackle on the punt block. It's kind of important. Low snap. Good kick. That's going to be fieldable. Get up the field.
Sam's going to make a guy miss. Flag's going to come down.
Wonder what that flag is.
Well, it's still in a weird spot. Good return for the Mustangs.
Coach Noble doesn't look happy.
I think it's going to be blocking in the back right there.
We've had a lot of big returns this year called back for blocks in the back. We've had 3 touchdowns called back. Well, that's not a touchdown, but we've had 3 big plays. We had 2 touchdowns. We had one last week.
Yeah,
we had one against Collinsville.
Big penalty. You had a chance, Blake, there to start this drive with some momentum. And just mental mistake. I don't even know that block was needed.
No, and that's the thing is it's not just the yard you lose. You lose all that momentum and confidence you just gained.
Yeah, you're at the 40.
Right, and you felt like you really had something going, and now we're going to be backed up deep in our own territory.
It's what they call a spot foul. So where the infraction took place, then they back up 10 yards from there.
Yep, we're going to get the ball on the 9-yard
So you were at the 40-yard line. Now you're at the 9. Whew, that one hurts. It hurts my heart.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Special teams is an opportunity for us to get the ball into some of our playmakers. You saw it there, able to make a guy miss, almost housed it. But instead, we're on the 9-yard line.
All right, first down and 10 for the Mustangs. Man in motion. He might have been off.
Yeah, that looked wonky. Man, up front, they're bringing a lot of guys. Now, if you can get by them, that's one thing. But if you can't get by them, you know, you're getting 1 yard at a plug there on first down. And we haven't had a lot of success in the pass game. I think the only completion was our first play.
Yeah, you're going to have to find a way to open some gaps. Sam's coming over. Four receivers in the set for the Mustangs. Second down and 10. They'll move Aiden in motion. That'll shift literally 4 guys on the defense. He's got time. He's got his guy wide open down at the 40. He's to midfield. Down to the 40. He's to the 30. The race is on, gentlemen. Down to the 10. 5. Stampede touchdown.
We needed that guy. Just kind of a mix-up in coverage. We brought Braxton Davis in motion, and they didn't really shift. You saw some guys pointing and shuffle their feet, but they didn't really shift, and just no one took him, guys.
A 90-yard pitch and catch touchdown from Grady Vogel to Braxton Davis for a Mustang touchdown.
Needed that. Some life out of the passing game, and able to hit him in stride and also catch it, and nice job there. We got plenty of time here. We're having to run a guy on late. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep, we're good.
Mustangs have plenty of time, only 15 seconds on the play clock, so want to make sure you get the ball down. Good execution from your special teams. Minimize mistakes. Ball down, kick on the way.
Yes, sir.
Kevin, it's good.
Absolutely. 14-6. Great job. You can hear the crowd. Love the crowd, Mike. Love the cowbells. Good job there by the defense, setting up the offense, overcoming that penalty. Big-time play by the Mustangs.
I'm going to say, because we talked about this, they were using Aiden as a decoy. Teams pay attention to him. He shifted, and literally 4 guys on the defense shifted, which that's what they're wanting. They're wanting to create just enough confusion. And I got to give a shout-out to Braxton Davis. Man, he slipped out, and then their 2 speedsters came after him, and somewhere he found an afterburner about the 35-yard line and didn't necessarily pull away from them, but he was able to high-step through that and get in the end zone. A pitch and catch for a 90-yard touchdown.
Yep. Just what the doctor ordered, so to speak. And Mustang faithful, happy with that one, feeling good. Needed to go score again. We talked about scoring early. You want to score early in each quarter. We'd had a couple possessions, 3 and out, and then big-time play on second down, and good job there.
I don't get to say this often. That's a 2-play 90-yard drive. Could be the Mustang drive of the night. Big play from the Mustang. We haven't had a lot of those this season, and so we'll take that one to give yourself a 14-6 lead with 9:13 left to play until halftime. The Mustangs are set to kick it away.
Into the wind. Pretty stiff wind. Would be hard pressed probably to get this into the end zone.
Going to just kind of pooch that. Jesus Masavias.
Good job there. I think Ben Ho got in on the tackle. And don't always love the corner kick. Into the wind, though. It's warranted. And we'll make them go 61 yards.
Coming up at halftime, Stallion Battalion will march. We'll also have an interview with Maddie Robinson, our cross-country coach, and talk about her being new to the district and then what's going on with cross-country.
Yep, she seems super great, always in a positive mood, always talkative, always smiling. She came and supported, obviously, her husband yesterday in regionals. Enjoyed getting to know her more in the interview and getting to chat because she's not in my building.
Mustangs brought a blitz. Pitch and catch to the right side to number 2, Cash Keys. He's a speedster for them, gain of 13.
I feel like that's a little too easy out there. A little too much room again. I know he's fast, but we got to trust our defense, trust our back safeties. Let's get a little tighter on our corner coverage.
First down and 10 from the 47-yard line. Fort Gibson has 2 receivers to the near side of the field. High snap, handoff again up the middle. Big gap, they'll bring him down. It's Judd Rudd on the carry, gain of 2.
Gavin Salt waiting on him there. Also, number 61, Wyatt Wells, cleaning them up. So good job by the defensive line there, and linebacker making a play.
Second down and 10 for the Mustang defense. Mustang showed blitz, then backed out of it. Handoff, he is fast. Holy cow, number 15, Breland Makem. I saw him come in, took notice of that, and man, he's a speedster, hit that hole, gain of 6.
Yeah, there was no letting the play develop. He was just hitting it. Big time third down here, 3rd and 2. Bet they go same play. Yep.
High snap, handed off again up the right side. I think he got enough for the first down.
No, they're going to say short. Be 4th and about half a yard. You can bet it. Bet they're going to go for it here. This is where you got to dial up some pressure, got to dial up some sort of slant, something. That defensive line's got to get some pressure and allow the linebackers to make a play here.
Bring Judd Rudd in. The Mustang defense kind of crouches the line. Kind of showing a blitz. Don't jump. High snap, handoff. He's just going to bend down low. I mean, he probably forward momentum got it.
I don't know.
Depends on what they're going to spot.
Our guy's giving him a better spot than the other guy. I think they're going to end up with a first down.
You're measuring.
First measure of the season, I think. But just based on what part of this ball the ball's touching versus where they are.
I don't know if anybody paid attention, but Ford's helmet came off. I think he is off the field. Man, Kevin, that's going to be close. I think he's got it. I really do. From where the chain looks on the far side.
It's going to be close either way. It's going to be, just a few inches either way. Good. That's the case where both, they were physical, we were physical.
Yeah.
Just kind of fell forward and twisted and.
Man, that running back hit that hole, and then our guys met him. You wish you'd have had about 6 more inches because you'd have stopped him. Here we go. We're going to stretch
him out, boys. Yep, got it by about an inch and a half, dadgummit.
So first down and 10.
I think we are starting to see a little more physicality, though, up front from our defense, which is good. I feel like we were kind of missing that in the first quarter, kind of slow to wake up a little bit, but that physicality is what we need to bring.
Yeah, we heard so much about them going to pass it around. They've really run it up the middle.
And gashed us big time with their quick RBs. So
maybe just a little bit of mindset. We probably weren't ready to be that physical up front. Thought we'd be rushing the passer more.
Mustangs, 3 down linemen. Pass out to the right side. Intended for caught by number 2, Cash Keys.
Good tackle there. I still contend we're a little loose in the secondary, a little too much respect for their speed. If we give them that much room, that's just a long handoff. Their quarterback, number 12, Logan Bethel, is really good. He's not going to miss many of those.
Gain of 5, second down and 5 for Fort Gibson. Handoff up the middle. Number 4 called his number a lot, Judd Rudd. Gain of 7, first down and 10.
Yeah, when you talk to their coaches, talk to some people over there that we know, they're like, we're not super physical up the front. We got a lot of skill guys. But they've been physical up front, and they've been running. You've seen them go quick a lot, Lair Blake, running the same play. Just getting set, running the same play. I'm sure that's a call on the field, but it's worked. They're getting 4 or 5 yards a chunk.
Fort Gibson wanting to go fast. Gain of 5. Again, Judd Rudd on the carry. Second down and 5. Ball's at the 20-yard line. Handoff up the left side. He's got some space. Man, it's rough when your secondary guys are bringing him down. Gain of 7, first down and 10.
Yeah, lots of corner and safety tackles. That was a safety tackle there. A team that's going to run the ball at you, if your corners and safeties are making tackles, they're going to churn out some first downs. We got to dial something different up.
4th first down of the drive for Fort Gibson that started back on the 39-yard line. 3 receivers in the set.
Guy goes in motion. We got to shift pretty quick. Yep. Luckily, they're not in a hurry. Oh, no,
he's going to bring him back. Just kind of a screen out to the right side. He'll dance around. The flag down. Be curious to see what the call is on the far side. I don't know if it was a hold on the offense trying to seal off that other defender. The official huddle taking place.
One of their players was motioning towards us.
Face mask. Oof.
Honestly, that's half the distance. So, I mean, if you're going to have one of those, I guess there's a place to have it. But defense is going to have to bow their neck here. It's going to be first down and goal on the 3.
Scoreboard says first and goal from the 4.
Oh,
so we'll back up a little bit.
That has to be a false start on about half of their team.
Somebody didn't communicate the snap count.
Yeah, or somebody misremembered. The line is acting like they were correct. They're a little upset, so maybe that's on the quarterback.
That'll back it up to the 9-yard line. First down and goal. Gives your defense just a little bit of a breather. You're not all the way up against that goal line. Man in motion, going to hand off up the middle. Just not a lot there.
Yeah, good job. Kind of a high snap to the left, and good job by Wade Peters. He was the first one through. Gavin Salt, JT coming through. Good job there. Loss of a yard, guys. Second and goal from the 10. Love that. Would love to force a field goal attempt here.
This has been the 10th play of this drive for Gibson, taking a big chunk of time off of the clock. Three receivers will come to the wide side of the field. And a run counter to the other side. Get down to maybe, the 3-inch line. I'm telling you, he got close.
Just as you could see, like when we didn't have a hole earlier coming our way, you could see kind of just the angle I was at towards the official. A huge hole there, and I'll be honest, I'm kind of shocked he didn't score. We got a guy
I think
down.
that knee went down because he probably bounced the ball on the goal line, but I think his body went down. We're trying to see who the down Mustang is.
I don't want to speculate. I think I know who it is, but I don't want to speculate until I...
Mustangs are pretty thin on the offense and defensive line.
Hopefully he's okay. It's like a lower extremity. Yeah, so based on what I'm seeing here, my suspicion is confirmed. I think it's Aiden Gifford. You're seeing a new center take some snaps over here just in case. Hopefully that young man's okay, man. He plays really hard, maximizes his ability. Man, it doesn't – hope he's okay, but you see coaches giving him a hand here.
That doesn't look like an injury where he'll be back tonight at least.
No, he's walking awful gingerly.
Yep. Thanks to Chalkline Insurance Agency. Give Coach Brown a call, your local insurance agent right here in Oologah. Appreciate Coach Brown and his work with our FCA. Has a great FCA program. Actually was honored to get to speak there this week. Great bunch of kids. And exciting to see that. RCB Bank, proud supporter of Mustang football. RCB Bank.
Guys, we might need to get the golf cart down here. We don't have a fancy stretcher golf cart, but, man, we might. He's moving a little bit better now.
Mustangs are on the road at Cushing next week.
Next Friday. Next Thursday, blood drive. We do a good job with our blood drive. We invite the community. We always get anywhere between 60 and 80 donors.
Oh, wow.
Seniors that donate 6 times in their high school career earn scholarship. It's a cool thing.
I'm watching Aiden and
down.
Carry the. No, I haven't seen indications.
They're
so they're saying he's down.
Saying he had a knee down. Good job by the defense. But the blood drive is available to the patrons of our community. If you want to come, it's 8:30 to 2. You can call and we get you in contact with Miss Hofschulte Colvin, and she gets you signed up for a time slot, or you can just show up. They'll work you in. They do a great job.
Handoff there, number 4. Judd Rudd will go untouched into the end zone for a Fort Gibson touchdown. With 4:12 left to play in the first half.
I think they're going to chase points here. They're going to go for 2. You know, they missed the extra point earlier. A lot of times you see them wait a little bit longer to kind of chase those points, but they're going to chase them right now. A little bit of confusion, but plenty of time on the play clock, I think, for the Tigers.
13 plays. 61-yard drive for Fort Gibson. And here they go for a 2-point conversion. Quarterback, see a flag down.
Nice job there by Aiden. I
think you're going to see.
No, he just tipped it. But I think, it's some sort of illegal motion on them. I think you'll see us decline that.
I think they had a receiver jump early.
Decline. Good job, 14-12. Kind of an unusual score. But good job by the Mustangs.
The sideline. You still got a lot of opportunity here with 4:12.
You do, and we kind of saw the defense start coming around, being more physical. It just seemed a little bit sporadic. I think when we can figure that out and become a little bit more physical up front, I think we're going to have some more success. But we kind of hit the point. We want to take as much of this time off the clock as we can and go put it in the end zone, because coming out of halftime, they will get the football. So you really don't want to give them a chance. We talk about it every week, kind of the New England Patriots, for them to put 2 scores back-to-back on the board.
You would like to get this first down. You don't want them to have the ball between now and that halftime whistle. So Fort Gibson kind of lined up like they might do an onside kick. Then they'll pooch it away. Sam Hogue, the middle receiver for the Mustangs, gets behind his blockers. Got a little bit of a seam down to the 40. It's the kicker.
He's gone.
Down to the 40. Sam's going to outrun those guys. 2 big plays for the Mustangs. They're going to put 2 touchdowns.
Let's go.
Speed touchdown.
And no penalties, guys.
No penalties.
No yellow flags. You saw they generally don't like to kick it up the middle for that reason, and we blocked really well. It looked like, I don't know, I'm an old guy. I watched the Mighty Ducks. It looked like the flying V there in the middle of the field, and he hit it, and you're not going to catch him. They're not going to catch him. Here's the thing. How tired is he to kick right now? Woo! Maybe let little brother kick this one.
Now, Blake, I made a statement a minute ago I completely take back, because I said you don't want to give them the ball until halftime, but I'll take 6.
Yeah, I don't think you ever going to take 6 off the board, but we did talk about, our defense is going to have to step up. We're going to have to
they're
take
coming
4
right
minutes.
back out, yeah. Sam just ran 80 yards for a touchdown. He's breathing.
Yeah.
He's set to kick the PAT. Ball down, kick on the way, and a tired Sam Hogue will put it through the uprights. It's good, and the Mustangs are on top, 21-13.
Man, we've been asking for. Yeah, they gave them the point, guys. We make mistakes all the time. That's the first mistake the scoreboard guys got. Now they're giving them more points. You're going the wrong way, guys.
There we go.
We don't need to give them any help. We've been begging for some big plays. We've had a couple. We've had a punt return for a touchdown. But, man, back-to-back big plays. The last 2 times we've touched the ball on offense, we have 14 points.
Big plays. And that typically is not how the Mustangs make their money, if you will. And so 2 big plays tonight give the Mustangs a 2-touchdown advantage. 21-12 with 4 minutes left until halftime. Boy, he hit that seam. That was beautiful. Good job by those 5 guys right there that just kind of set their block. Sam don't need a lot. He's shifty, and he hit that seam, and, man, he was gone.
Yeah, he made that one cut just to the far side of the field away from the kicker, and it was strike up the band.
And I felt like once he got through that hole, he found another gear. And then when he saw it was him and the kicker, he's like, hey, this is kicker to kicker. It's on. Let's go.
Sam, don't take this wrong way. Sam's not your typical kicker.
It's true.
He loves the kick, but he'll take that. I promise you. He'll take that matchup every time.
So the Mustangs with the quick answer to put 6 on the board.
Last time we did the high little poochie. I'd like to see us go a little bit deeper here.
That flag is pretty stiff in the north end zone, so they'll pooch it down to about the 28-yard line. Mustangs will bring
same result.
Number 1, Jesus Monsavias.
Yep.
On the return of 7.
Yeah, same net result. That wind is, that flag's brisk. 3:53, 21-12 Mustangs.
Gibson will take over on the 41. They're fired up. You can hear that on the crowd mic. They are fired up on the sideline. I don't know. I guess at Veneta, the Mustangs had the lead at halftime.
That's going to be the only time.
Mustangs are a little bit confused in the secondary.
We noticed it, though. We got a guy off. Tackle. Oh, we missed a tackle. That's their guy, though. If you're going to miss a tackle tonight, it's probably going to be on number 2, Cash Keys. He's shifty.
Blake talked about that in the pregame. Just important of just simply making tackles, wrapping up. Clock still ticks away. 2nd down and 4 coming up.
Big hole.
Hand off to number 4 around the right side. Going to pick up about 25, so 1st and 10.
Looks like a flag on, based on who put their head down. Looks like maybe on us, and we don't need that right now, guys. We have all the momentum. We took one to the house. Anxious to see this call, but I think it's going to go against us. Maybe some sort of late hit out of bounds. Yeah, Wade's pointing backwards. Dadgummit.
Here comes the white hat as they step that off.
After a relatively calm penalty week last week, all the penalties.
It's a dead ball personal face mask.
It didn't look like Aiden. Aiden had his hands down around. That's a unique one. Guys, that's 40 yards worth of penalties that they've accepted on us in 2 quarters. That's not going to get the job done. That's 3 big, 15-yard, 10-yard, 15-yard.
So ball's at the 20-yard line. First down and 10 for Fort Gibson. Quarterback back to pass under some pressure. Don't know that he saw it.
Find the ball. Way out of bounds.
Overthrown, so incomplete pass. Second down and 10 coming up.
Good job. Brought a blitz. Garrett Salt on the blitz, and a good job again by Ben Hogue. Getting some playing time here and just all over his guy, not panicking.
Clock did stop with an incomplete pass. So second down and 10 coming up for Fort Gibson.
I like the blitz look there.
High snap. Handoff up the middle. They've been productive with the run game. Going to pick up 5.
Yeah, we'll get some stats from our statistician, Johnny Daramo, but anxious to see their yards per rush. I bet it's substantial.
They've been very balanced. When you're effective in that run game, it's going to open up the passing game. They've had some passes, but they've got a lot of incomplete passes on their stat sheet as well. 3 receivers in the set for Fort Gibson.
Big time third down.
Man in motion. Big third down.
Need a play. They're going to hand it off. Oh.
Boy, Mr. Salt brought him down, saved a touchdown, but a first down.
Yeah, it looked like a counter up the right. We kind of collapsed to the offensive left. He was able to hit that. There was a big hole there.
First down and goal from the 6-yard line. High snap again. Handoff again to Judd Rudd. Brought down. Gain of a couple.
Something to mention, I think we don't have the timeouts on the board. I think we have 2. So if we are able to either stop them or if they do score, we should have some time to maybe answer.
Second and goal from the 3. Handoff. Hit in the backfield, brought down.
Good job there. Landon Rhodes the running back spun, and Landon never let go. Strong young man, able to bring him down, and we're kind of immediately to another big-time third down here.
Big third down for this Mustang defense.
They bring in a big tight end, Kyle Rye, senior, number 11. Trying to use him as a lead blocker.
3 receivers to this side of the field.
Oh, he missed
man,
him.
He had him, too. I think he's down. Yep.
Good job by Gavin. I don't know who missed him initially, but we had him. Was that JT? It'll be 4th down and 1. I think you'll see them milk this all the way down and then go for it. It's a half a yard, guys.
Big stand by your Mustang defense. This guy's been on the field a lot, courtesy of a couple of big plays. The Mustangs have put points on the board.
Come on, defense.
You can see the Mustang faithful on their feet.
They're going to call a timeout.
Yeah, they're probably going to call that. Yeah, they're not going to want to burn as much time off the clock as they can. They'll take a timeout. We'll take one as well. Be back with the last 54 seconds
for you to slow down.
Till half right after
when
this.
You're moving fast and something doesn't feel right. Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma is here to help you stay in motion. Through our combined expertise in orthopedic surgery, non-surgical medicine, and comprehensive whole patient treatment, our team has your back and every other joint too. Ready to get back out there? Visit AOOK.com and let's move forward together. Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma. Heal, recover, advance.
We said we'd never break the 3-second rule. Never do that. And never become a minivan mom.
Hey, Chris.
As parents, we say never a lot, but never happens. So when you say you'd never leave your child in a hot car, know it can happen. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock.
54 seconds left to play in the first half. Mustangs have been productive. Blake, the sideline, what's the feel and temperature?
It's good. These guys have got their head up. They've got some confidence, and they're excited. I think they realize that this is a game that they can control, and they're in this, and they're having some success. So they've just got to keep their head on straight and, play a little bit smarter here.
He's doing
fourth and goal from the one. Oh, he fumbled it. The ball on the ground.
He's down. There's no way you can say he broke the plane.
Yeah, he put the ball on the ground. I don't see hands yet. Surely.
This is all a guess.
Yeah. There'll be a huddle.
Garrett's pointing our way. I don't know if we got the ball. We got the ball, guys. We came
got
out there with the ball.
A fumble. Mustangs recover.
And you know what? I will never
stand-up.
understand this. I see it on college. I see it in no one goes under center anymore. And that
Right.
he went too quick, and you're just not used to that. The center's used to rifling it back there, and you see that a lot more than you should. You mentioned the fullback as a lost art. Going under center is a lost art. You don't see it anymore.
Right.
And that's a big-time play. Now, we got it at the 1-inch line. I don't even know how they determined that it wasn't like a touchback, but what we got to do, they have 2 timeouts, so we got to run some plays here. And we don't go under center either, so we got to figure something out here to get the ball out of the shadow of our own end zone.
You picked in our Who You Got segment, that offensive line. They need a push.
Yes.
At this point, they need to take advantage of what advantage they have. And even if you buy yourself a yard, you get off that goal line.
Yeah, get yourself a yard or two, and get yourself another yard or two, and then they'll be out of timeouts. Let's go to the half. You're going to hear the band. You're going to hear the Stallion Battalion. You're going to be up 21-12. You're going to be feeling good. You're going to have the momentum.
I know we'll talk about this in our halftime show brought to you by American Bus, but you really don't want to go into the halftime and high-five yourself and say, hey, guys, let's go do it again. You know the other side's going to make adjustments. You need to be making those adjustments well, coming out, ready to play. Don't let down on the intensity, Blake. I feel like, as you just talked a moment ago on the sideline, the intensity's good. Don't come out and think that the second half's going to be the same as the first.
Yeah, you've got to win the second half. We've played games where, like at Claymore, they didn't score the entire second half. If you take the second half of that game, we beat Claymore in the second half. We can't let that happen to us here. We've got to come out, with a fire and bring the same intensity of what we got right now. And right now, you just kind of got to take care of business and get into halftime like what you're talking about with your 9-point lead.
Same was true at Miami. The Mustangs shut down a very explosive Miami offense and held them scoreless in the second half. So the Mustangs are in their own end zone. You want to make sure you get this one right.
They're going to bring everybody.
Yeah.
This is scary, guys.
Bring Aiden around in motion.
Oh.
Buy yourself a little bit of room, Mr. Salt. Pass complete out to the 6.
I'm going to give a shout-out to the coaches there. I like that play, Blake. I haven't seen that. Kind of some misdirection. Wasn't sure what we were doing. Looked like we were about to run out of the back of the end zone. And I'm going to call him your big little brother, slipping out of the backfield for a nice catch. Let's run that clock. I'm going to be honest with you. We don't have to run a play here. I'm ready to go to the house.
Yeah.
Let's strike up the band. Let's go get some water. Obviously, we got some playmakers. We housed one on a kickoff. You might see us do something like that. You might break one. But be smart. Hold on to the ball.
Be curious. See if they try to take a stab downfield. Sam going to get around. Close to the first down, but that will be the last play of the half. Gentlemen, the Mustangs on top, 21-12. Blake, I hope you can catch Coach. We'd love to chat with him as they head into the locker room. Kevin, your thoughts on the first half?
First half went a little unexpected with their offense. We kept hearing that they're athletes and they're going to spread it around. They're going to throw it around. They got a quarterback that has a lot of good arm talent. But really, they ran it up the middle on us. But our offensive line seemed like we're wearing them down a little bit. We're able to make some big plays. We're making the big plays, and that's why we're up 21-12.
Blake, whenever he's ready, you just go, regardless of what I'm saying. Have an opportunity to talk to Coach Noble on the sidelines. Take it.
Coach, 21-12 going into halftime with a big lead. Everybody's playing great. It's, we have a lot of energy here. What's your thoughts?
To keep it going. I mean, we have the momentum right there. really played good 3 phases of the game. We've had a kickoff return. We've controlled the ball on offense. We're able to move it. Still shooting ourselves in the foot sometimes. That's just cleaning stuff. We got it fixed. Defensively, they're responding. Big, huge goal line stand right there. So that is huge coming into halftime. Being able to goal line right there was big. So I'm excited. I think we have the energy. We just got to carry it over to the second half.
All right, we'll let him go to the locker room to coach the Mustangs up. 15:32. I think halftime will probably be a little bit longer than that because both marching bands are in full marching competition. Marching bands used to do 3 songs, Kevin, but I feel like they've added that 4th show, and you want to give them that. I mean, these kids are competitors too. They've got competitions tomorrow and throughout the week.
Yeah, shout out to the band. We're going to Bixby tomorrow. We march at 12:30 in the heat. I'll be there. They've put in a lot of work. They were practicing today at 3 o'clock. So you want to give them their due. We want to give Fort Gibson their time. Fort Gibson has a great band. We kind of rotate every year, kind of who be 2 in the band world.
Right.
And I really like our show. It's fun, and they've done a good job picking a fun show.
John talked when you interviewed him about a shanty. I had to Google that, but that's a short sea-bearing song. We are going to take a timeout, and our American Bus halftime show, we're going to visit with Maddie Robinson coming up next, right after this.
Hey Mustang family, I'm here with Coach Robinson. We're in the upper. So first of all, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what you teach here at the upper?
Yeah, so this is my 2nd year teaching. I'm teaching in 3rd grade up at the upper, so it's a little different than most coaches. And then I'm coaching high school cross country.
Okay, so cross country season starts, it's one of those that starts July 15th, right?
Yep, it starts July 15th. We don't get rolling, we roll a little later.
Yeah.
We fall about 2 weeks behind most other fall sports, so we don't really start until probably the beginning of August.
And if you're coming through campus early or you're headed to Tulsa or headed to work, the kids with the bright vests on, those are yours, right?
Yes, those are us with the bright neon vests. There's 6 of them right now out there running, so.
So why don't you tell everybody a little bit about cross country if they don't know. There's courses, right? You go to different courses, so it's not just a standard course. It's kind of a set distance, is that right?
Yeah, so boys high school always runs a 5K, which is 3.1 miles. And then girls, most of the time, are required to run a 2 mile. Occasionally, they have an opportunity to run a 5K if they want to, which our one girl always volunteers to run longer, so that's awesome. But it's always a set distance, but the courses kind of differentiate on who posts.
Yeah, that's interesting. I know I talked to Lucas a lot, actually, and he was excited about this past Friday. He's like, Mr. Hogue, this is a course I can get my PR. And I think you did. I think you had 3 kiddos maybe get their PR.
Yeah, I did have 3 kiddos get their PR, all by a good 5 to 10 second range, which is awesome. One of them's a newbie to the sport in general, so his was about a minute PR, which is super impressive.
And PR is personal record.
Yes, personal record. Yep. So that carries with them from freshman year all the way to their seniors. So.
Okay, so we're getting close with some of the fall sports. I know, softball is wrapping up, volleyball. So where are we at in the schedule of cross country?
So we're in a kind of weird period for cross country. We have 1 just normal season meet left, which is Tuesday the 8th in Shakota. We'll take a week off, and then we will run conference the 21st, regionals the 26th, and then state, if we qualify, will be the following weekend, which is like November 2nd.
Do you know where regionals are?
Regional assignments have not been posted yet. We took our voting on Friday, so hoping to find out soon. Ideally, it will either be Shakota or back to Henrietta where they were last year.
Okay. Any last words for anyone that has never been to cross country, kind of what that whole looks like? I know it's a little more chaotic than most people would think. So, I was able to make it to the meet at Holland Hall, and I don't know how many boys there were, but they were just all in a massive line. Yeah. And they run about 150 yards and kind of bottleneck down into an area smaller than the classroom. So it really is much different, I think, probably than most people think.
Yeah, it's a very different, even for people that run track, it's a very different environment. It's super cool. It's hard to come out and support because it's on Saturdays, but if you keep it on your calendar, regionals, wherever that would be a great meet to come and support, especially some of our boys have a really good chance to qualify for state this year. So anybody that's willing to run around with them and cheer them on, that's always awesome.
Yeah, it's always, when we spread out, we brought some people, my family, and as we yelled, it does seem to give them a little boost.
Yes.
Like it's a little power up, if you will.
Yes, they get tired of me yelling at them, so I'm sure other people would be nice to yell at them as well.
Yeah, well, we will keep everyone informed as far as where regionals are on social media stuff and here on the stream, and we just really appreciate what you're doing.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
All right, we'll be right back with more halftime after this.
American Bus Sales is celebrating 20 years of service, and we couldn't have done it without you. Founded in 2004, just outside of Tulsa, Oklahoma, we've grown into one of the most trusted names in the bus sales and rental industry across North America. Whether you need school buses, new and pre-owned shuttles, vans, handicap-accessible vans, or top-of-the-line coach buses, we've got you covered. We offer a wide range of buses and shuttles available for both short-term and long-term leases. Are you planning a one-time trip? Do you need a long-term contract? We have your transportation solution right here. We also specialize in selling renovated and customized buses and shuttles, and we buy quality used buses from across the country. Our extensive parts department supports repairs and restorations to ensure your fleet stays in top shape. For 20 years, American Bus Sales has built our brand on quality and customer care. We're proud to be your full-service fleet provider, committed to safety, reliability, and value. Visit AmericanBusSales.net today and see how we can help you with all your transportation needs.
RCB Bank is community. RCB Bank is friendly customer service. RCB Bank is trusted. RCB Bank is here to help. RCB Bank is yesterday, today, and tomorrow. RCB Bank is everywhere you need us to be. We are RCB Bank. Open an account online today to see why our customers always say, RCB Bank, that's my bank.
Welcome back to Advanced Home Tailgate Show. Brent Kellogg along with Blake Salt and Kevin Hogue. You can see the Fort Gibson Royal Regiment marching their halftime show. They really are a fantastic band. They do well in marching. Like Kevin said just a moment ago, a lot of times our bands compete head-to-head many times in that Class 4A. Sometimes they'll win a state championship in jazz. Sometimes we'll win a state championship in jazz. I know my daughter being a part of the jazz ensemble, it's a big deal. There's kind of a little bit of a rivalry there between the Mustangs and the Royal Brigade of Fort Gibson Tigers. Let's talk a little bit about stats. Fort Gibson really slow and methodical in how they move the ball, Blake, if you got your ears on. Fort Gibson had 15 first downs in the first half, as to where the Mustangs only put 4, but the Mustangs scored twice on really big plays, one of those being a kickoff return. There was an 88-yard kick return from Sam Hogue. The Mustangs rushing 11 rushes for 28 yards, so haven't really had the big gash, big plays. Fort Gibson, 31 rushes for 165 yards. The Mustangs, 4 of 8, 130 yards passing. Fort Gibson, 9 of 15 with 67 yards. So a big shout out to our secondary tonight, because we knew they had their work cut out for them coming in tonight, because Fort Gibson has a couple of receivers that are just fast. 7 and 2 are just go-getters. And our secondary, I feel like, has been step for step and toe for toe for those guys. They have really locked them down, forcing Fort Gibson to have to run the ball a lot tonight. So Fort Gibson really only 165 yards rushing. Total yards, the Mustangs have 158 yards, Fort Gibson 232. And in penalties, the Mustangs have 5 penalties for 48 yards, and Fort Gibson has 4 penalties for 35 yards. Time of possession's rather telling, and it tells you that the Mustangs were effective in their possessions with the ball. 2 big plays put 2 big touchdowns on the board. Mustangs only 8 minutes of time of possession, while Fort Gibson has 15. JT has 1 carry for 2 yards. Sam Hogue, 10 carries for 26 yards. Grady Vogel, 4 of 8 for passing, 130 yards and 2 touchdowns. Really, so far into the season, that has been his best game. And obviously, you want that for a young quarterback to grow and get better as the season progresses, and you're starting to see that show up in his stats tonight. Ryan Tunison has a catch for 6 yards and a touchdown. Gavin Salt has a catch for 6 yards. Braxton Davis has 1 catch for 91 yards and a touchdown. And Sam has a catch for 27 yards. And again, probably the most exciting play of the first half would be Sam Hogue's kickoff return for a touchdown. So just kind of a look at the stats. This is the American Bus halftime show. When we come back, the Stallion Battalion will be taking the field, and they will be marching their halftime show in its entirety. This is the American Bus halftime show.
Exercise has always been part of my life. I've always been an active person. I was diagnosed with spondylolisthesis. I knew that eventually I was going to have surgery, but I kept putting it off. I felt like I was being listened to, and I never felt any pressure. The techs, nurses, PA, surgeon, everybody that would come and visit me did a wonderful job. I just feel like they gave me my life back.
RCB Bank is community. RCB Bank is friendly customer service. RCB Bank is trusted. RCB Bank is here to help. RCB Bank is yesterday, today, and tomorrow. RCB Bank is everywhere you need us to be. We are RCB Bank. Open an account online today to see why our customers always say, RCB Bank, that's my bank.
Welcome back to American Bus Halftime Show. 3:50 on the clock left in halftime, but as the pattern of this time in football season, they will stop that clock, put some extra minutes on, because the Stallion Battalion is set and ready to take the field, because they will march their halftime show in its entirety. Brent Kellogg, along with Kevin Hogue and Blake Salt, our sideline guy. The Mustangs on top, 21-12, and really this first half of Mustang football, they played well in all three segments. Some penalties, a few mistakes here and there, but man, I genuinely feel like the Mustangs had played like this last weekend, they would be literally one win in district play, potentially facing a second one tonight. You can see those Stallion Battalion marching their way on the field. I'll let the field mic take it, and you can enjoy their show in entirety. We'll be back with more of the American Bus Halftime Show after the Stallion Battalion.
Face-to-face with the ominous siren song. A first ship manned by Phantom Pirates, perched to guard their room for eternity. The Stallion Battalion is under the direction on the field by drum majors Ariana Williams and Eli McElroy. They're directed by John Matthews, Dave Smith, and Morgan Amon. Drum majors, is your band ready? Stallion Battalion, you may take the field for halftime entertainment.
What is that? Why is I don't even know. This is why I was like, it was like right from the onset. Yeah, she didn't show up. I wanted to go to that one so bad.
The Stallion Battalion will be performing tomorrow at the Bixby Tournament of Bands. Their first performance of the day will be at 12:30. Finals will start at 7 p.m.
Legends say that in the dark waters near Shadow Cove, a ghost ship sails the seven seas. The siren song and her ghostly crew guard a treasure that would make a man rich beyond measure.
So I pulled up the other night. I was like, really? Get out, go right, go straight.
Raise the sails and let's find out, says I. It's time we set sail to Shadow Cove. Dance. Lords of Dance.
We're also fans of your local fundraisers and fun runs, small victories and big ideas. And yes, even the neighborhood animal shelter. I was getting to that. Plus over 30,000 other partners in the communities we serve. When you order our hand-battered chicken fingers, craveable cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade to cheer on your home team, you're also supporting your hometown. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
American Bus Sales is celebrating 20 years of service, and we couldn't have done it without you. Founded in 2004, just outside of Tulsa, Oklahoma, we've grown into one of the most trusted names in the bus sales and rental industry across North America. Whether you need school buses, new and pre-owned shuttles, vans, handicap-accessible vans, or top-of-the-line coach buses, we've got you covered. We offer a wide range of buses and shuttles available for both short-term and long-term leases. Are you planning a one-time trip? Do you need a long-term contract? We have your transportation solution right here. We also specialize in selling renovated and customized buses and shuttles, and we buy quality used buses from across the country. Our extensive parts department supports repairs and restorations to ensure your fleet stays in top shape. For 20 years, American Bus Sales has built our brand on quality and customer care. We're proud to be your full-service fleet provider, committed to safety, reliability, and value. Visit AmericanBusSales.net today and see how we can help you with all your transportation needs.
Welcome back to American Bus Halftime Show. Brent Kellogg along with Kevin Hogue, Blake Salt on the sideline. Blake, it's kind of cool to get to see because bands are in full gear. And they're in the midst of competition season. As Kevin was saying, our Mustang band will be down in Bigsby. And really, I mean, the stands used to empty at halftime, and now people just stay, and it's an incredible performance.
It is, and our band's always been super successful, and that's awesome to see. Those kids do a lot, and I know they practice a lot. People don't see the time they put in here before school all summer long, getting it ready. And not to mention, those uniforms are super hot, and they're out here practicing in those things. And people don't give them enough credit, but those kids put in a whole lot of work to be really good at what they do.
Man, who would think October the 4th would be 95 degrees in the middle of the day? I know when the sun goes down, it cools off quite a bit, but it's just been unseasonably a little bit warm. Looking down on the sideline, Kevin, I see Aiden Gifford getting off. He's wrapped up and he's on crutches. Don't see him padding up and come back in the second half.
Yeah, he's definitely an out for this game. Hopefully it's a strain, something he can come back relatively quick. Man, he plays hard. I know in talking to a lot of the kids, like I said, he maximizes his ability, plays hard, center on the offensive line. That's a lot of responsibility. But you mentioned being hot. Sometimes when you go in and it's cool and you cool off, it can be a good thing, it can be a bad thing. So
right.
Hopefully we get a good stretch. We're going to be kicking off. Need to go down and cover the ball and, get the ball back to our offense.
We get the ball. No, we kick off, right?
Yep, we kick off.
No, we took the ball. We took the ball in the first half.
Yes, which means you kick off in the second half.
Okay, thanks for.
They usually don't let you
That's
have
right.
more
You're
offense.
right. You're right. You're right.
What'd you say?
I don't know. Don't ask questions right now.
I've been on a roll. I've been right a lot this week.
Yeah, I hope I didn't just jinx us there because it really felt like the first half, all the ingredients came together and we baked a pretty good cake in the first half.
That's your second cooking reference.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I mean, when you put all the stuff in a bowl and you make cake, it just looks like a big pile of batter, but you cook it a little bit. And I kept thinking as we progress through this season, and even said that today when I was talking to Coach Noble, I said at some point all of the ingredients are going to come together. The run game, the pass game is going to balance. Your receivers are going to make those catches. Grady's he's so far, I've talked about these already, but he's had a great game so far, probably his best game of those that he started so far into the season. So it feels like in the first half, the ingredients came together. Blake, here's the challenge, and I'm not a coach. I've always been the guy on the sidelines talking about it. Here's the challenge is making sure that you play sharp in the second half. You can't come out and even really look at the scoreboard. You've got to come out and say, hey, it's 0-0, and we've got to play with that level of intensity in the second half.
You do, and we talked about it. Those guys are making adjustments over there. They're going to have a few new wrinkles for us to adjust to coming out of this halftime, and we need to see our defense, bring that physicality we saw on the goal line stand, our front seven being physical, and our offense just find that consistency and keep moving the football.
Mustangs are set to kick it away.
Yep, left to right. We'll be going into the wind here. Pretty good wind.
Special thanks to All Smiles Dental.
Went a little deeper there. That's going to hit. Oh, got a tackle.
He's got
some lanes.
Sam's going to have to contain him.
Good job.
Bring him down at the 45. Thanks to All Smiles Dental, quality, affordable dental care right here at home, right downtown Oologah on Highway 169. Mustang defense really ended the first half with the strength of stopping them on the 3-inch line, keeping them out of the end zone, and really some momentum to build on. You don't want to slack off. You really want to keep your intensity up and make those adjustments you need to make those corrections, and get set for the second half.
Yeah, really the surprise is how well they were able to run the ball and how we weren't. Anxious to see if they stick with that or what we're going to have to do. They're selling out to stop the run, so we're going to have to find something offensively.
High snap. They'll hand it again to number 4, and he just can make guys miss. He'll pick up 10.
Yeah.
First down at 10.
Wade had a chance, diving tackle by your defensive end. He was able to run through it in a first down run. They've had a lot of success running the ball up the middle on first down.
First down and 10. Hand off again, and they're just going to stay with it. He'll go up the right side, pick up about 4.
Yeah, they're going to stay right at it, maybe 4.5. Nothing crazy they're doing, just that shotgun, kind of A gap, B gap, if you will, hat on a hat. And
really going behind number 65. He's a big guy kind of on the right side of their line, and they want to just kind of get behind him and let him create space.
Yeah, they got a big tight end they don't really throw the ball to a lot, but he's kind of a lead blocker, number 11.
Quarterback back to pass, looking
double route,
deep.
got to find the ball. Not a well-thrown ball.
Maddox to Vilbus in coverage.
Yeah, good job. Him and Ben Hogue talking there. Maddox took the deep guy. Ben took the underneath. It's kind of a pump and go. It's kind of a screen look. They want you to fly up on the screen and forget about the over-the-top guy. Good job by the secondary.
Third down and 6. Cash Keys was the intended receiver for Fort Gibson. Big third down play for your defense as the Mustangs will bring Aiden Gaines back into the secondary. They're going to just hand off again. It's worked so far, but this time they're going to stop him.
Going to be fourth down.
If you look at their stats in the first half, really, I'm going to give some credit to our secondary. I don't think their passing game was as efficient as they want it to be. Kevin, they only had
We have 12
60
guys on the field, and we had 12 on the field last play. We got 12 guys on the field. He's counting right now. It's going to be a flag. We had to call timeout. We had 12 on the field on third down, guys. We subbed 1 for 1. I thought we had 1 too many. The back official was counting there.
It looked like when you look at it, like, something's extra.
You typically can't go 4-4-4.
No, what I was saying is our secondary held them to 67 yards passing. They wanted to be more efficient. They took some passes. He's a good quarterback, but our secondary really shut down their receivers.
Yeah, they had that one play where they had kind of a deep cross and maybe got
That's
some,
it.
but
Yeah.
really that's it. Everything else was short and rallied to. This is a big fourth down, momentum-wise. We have momentum going in. If we could stop them here, we'll kind of gather that and start that momentum up again, and then we'll have great field position for offense.
All right. Fourth down and 3. Mustangs show a blitz.
Come on, D.
Plenty of time on the clock for Fort Gibson. 14,
I think they're going to run
13.
it, guys. They've had a lot of success.
Just going up the right side.
Oh, no, they're going to pass.
Pass to number 2, Cash Keys. He's fast. Maddox got a step behind him. Pitch and catch for a touchdown. 38-yard touchdown.
It's a big-time letdown on fourth down and 3. I don't know if what we were expecting. Obviously, he's a good playmaker. Just way too much space, and you get him out in open field like that, it's going to be ball game a lot.
And that's what you want if you're Fort Gibson. It's not what you want for the Mustangs, but they were able to come in their first drive of the half, get points on the board, and cut this really into a close game again. They're going to go for 2-point possession.
Always wide open.
Chasing points. Mustang defense looked a little bit confused. Number 11, Kyle Rye, just kind of snuck out. Like there wasn't anybody within 3 or 4 yards of him.
Okay, hold on. We're pointing to something. Like they weren't aligned correctly. Wade Peters is really demonstrative. Maybe a legal man downfield or something, but they're having to talk, and I'm gonna guess if
huddles don't go our way.
If it was something that was illegal, that they just didn't see it, kind of like when we had 12 on the field. So
this huddles don't go our way.
That's some give and take, but we are pretty adamant. Coach Adler's pretty adamant about something, and they gave it the old shoulder shrug. The side official.
Wasn't my call. I didn't see it. Didn't know how that goes. So, all right, 38-yard touchdown pitch and catch for Fort Gibson. And a 2-point conversion gets them within 1.
Man, feels an awful lot like last week where their scores were on fourth down. Not necessarily a trick play there, just getting their playmaker over the center of the field.
Yeah, you had them fourth down.
Yeah.
You had them fourth down, and one just snuck out behind you.
When you don't have any help over the middle of the field, you probably want to shade the inside shoulder and a little breakdown in technique. But
Blake, it's really important in this offensive possession. You're able to move the chains. It's really important that you show, hey, this is our ball game and our line of scrimmage.
Yes, we've got to come out and we've got to establish our run game again. It's, get Grady back in a rhythm, and we've got to pick up that first down and kind of get in the rhythm, move the ball down the field, and pick up some of the momentum we just lost.
All right, 10:30 left to play in the third quarter. Mustangs kind of scooting up like they might be anticipating something.
Yeah, I didn't think they would.
They're going to keep it away from.
Oh, you got to field it now.
Maddox will jump on it at the 28-yard line, so Mustangs will take over first down and 10.
Yeah, I'm with you. If we're going to come out on top, obviously we had a kick return for a touchdown. We had a kind of a breakdown and 90-yard pass. That can be fool's gold sometimes. You can't bank on that. You got to bank on your bread and butter. We need to be able to run the ball. We got to challenge that offensive line, or we got to design something. They're bringing heavy pressure into the gaps, and so without a lead blocker, we're going to have to find some stuff out on the perimeter, I feel, to be successful here in the second half.
All right, Mustang offense comes out with 3 receivers in the set. Vogel going to roll out under a little bit of pressure. Pitch and catch to Aiden Gaines, thrown underneath. Aiden couldn't get to it. Incomplete pass. Second down and 10.
Yeah, had a little bit of pressure in his face, but got to be able to make that throw. You're rolling to your right. That would have been a good 8-9 yard gain, and now we're behind the sticks.
All right, Mustang offense will huddle up.
We're going. That wind, if anything, has freshened.
Yeah.
This quarter is going to be rough. If we can't pick up some first downs, you're going to give them some really great field position.
3 receivers in the set. Kind of a screen pass to Aiden out to the far side. Was able to make a guy miss, pick up 6.
Yeah, you see us trying to get it out on the edge a little bit. Maybe loosen up that front 7, front 8, if you will. They're flying downhill. They're going to say he stepped out, unfortunately. Going to be a long 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6.
It's better than 3rd and 10 coming up for the Mustang offense. They would like to find a balance, be able to run the ball to hold them accountable so they can pass the ball over the middle. Mustangs in their home blue white pants. Vegas gold helmet. 3 receivers to this side, 1 receiver to the far side. Missing Gavin in motion. Over the middle. Oh, threw it behind him. That's a first down and maybe even some more. Incomplete pass brings up 4th down.
You can't. Those are 2 missed throws on that possession, both to Aiden. Aiden's got great hands. You get it anywhere in his catch radius, he's going to catch it. And he still might be running if we hit him in the hands. Got to find a way to hit him there. That would have been a big-time first down. They're going to bring pressure, guys. They've been close.
Sam's going to punt this one away. Ball will bounce at the 50. Keep rolling. Take a Mustang bounce. Head down to about the 33-yard line.
Late flag here. Interested in what that would be. That'd be a weird place for it to be on us. Might be like a defensive hold or a hold on the return team.
We'll wait to see what the call is from the white hat.
Just a weird place for a penalty. 8-9 yards down the field. Hold on them, yeah. Sometimes you get beat and you don't want them to race down. So great punt, and you're going to take some more yards. Should be another 10. What? Now they're saying on us. He pointed their way. Sam's like, wait a minute. It can't be hold on us. You're not going to hold 10 yards down the field. There's no way. That's just not a position where the kicking team's going to hold on a punt. Not even on accident.
They're confused. I'm confused.
No, they're marching it against us. That's like a 20-yard penalty, 15-yard.
Yeah.
This is where we need some Mike
think it was just unsportsmanlike conduct. He threw the. I don't think it was a hold.
That's a devastating 15-yard penalty
Big
there.
15-yard
With the way
penalty.
they've been running the ball, we can't give them short fields. We have not stopped their running game, and we have not been able to run the ball, guys. Here they go.
Oh, ball's on the ground. They'll drop back a big 6-yard loss, maybe 7 for Fort Gibson.
He comes up a little lame.
Gingerly. Whew, he don't want to come off, but Cash Key's been a big player for them tonight.
How do they get the ball at the line of scrimmage, guys?
Yeah, Sam's wanting an explanation on that, too.
Are they saying that was a forward pass? Wasn't it behind?
I thought it was a handoff.
They're saying it was a forward pass. Oh, that ball was a
Handoff.
little loose there.
I thought he fumbled it.
Okay, someone watching is going to have to let me know. If he ran in front of the quarterback and the quarterback pitched it in the air, it wasn't a direct handoff, and he drops it, that is a pass. But, man, for the life of me, I thought that was a fumble.
I swear I kind of have to sometimes watch the crowd mic because we like to help the refs. Sometimes maybe not suited for younger audiences. There's a player down for Fort Gibson.
But there wasn't a whole lot of explanation either. They ran up to the line of scrimmage. Obviously, Fort Gibson was happy with that, so they went fast.
Sam's asking for an explanation as well.
But if both their hands were on the ball at the same time, Blake, correct me if I'm wrong, that's a fumble. If it was one person or the ball was in the air and no one touching it forward, then that's a pass.
That's how I understand it. I think there's just confusion between us and the referees on did he pitch it forwards or kind of at a lateral?
Yeah, that sure looked like a fumble to me.
I believe that is Douglas Two Shields. It's his second time, I think, night to be a little bit banged up.
Yeah, unfortunately for that young man, this one looks a little more substantial.
Yeah.
Looking at his left knee.
Been a lot of activity in the hallways of Oologah High School. Our softball team wrapped up their season, but Kevin, we had a pitcher that hit the 200 strikeout mark.
Yeah, Jocelyn Leake, she's phenomenal. Excited to watch her extend her career. Obviously, this is the first year of her being a varsity. She was our #1 pitcher, pitched almost every inning we had. She's got a lot of skill. She's got a lot of experience. We played Miami. They have a big-time shortstop. She's going to the University of Missouri. And Jocelyn went right at her, struck her out a couple of times. She didn't go yard. She has a tremendous amount of home runs in her career. Didn't hit anything out of the park. So it's going to be fun to watch Jocelyn progress as she just gets bigger and stronger and more experience at the varsity level.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, big congratulations to Macy Olson, grand champion showman.
Yeah, she
Tulsa
backed
State
that
Fair.
up
Yeah.
with breed champion Poland. So, she came here for our ag program and seeing the success from that. And there's not a nicer young lady in our hallway than Mason Olson. Super proud and happy for her and our entire ag program. Had some good success at the Tulsa State Fair. I was there when I just missed her showmanship because I was at school, but was there when she won her breed champion. Got to see that, and that was a lot of fun for her.
3rd down and 5 coming up for Fort Gibson. They've got 7 seconds on the play clock. They'll shift that big tight end to the far side of the formation. Quarterback back to pass, looking to go deep. I think he's going to overthrow his guy.
And that was unique. They didn't even number 8 here didn't even run a pattern. That's like a one route. Like he's throwing that ball.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a pre-snap read, what that is, but he's throwing that no matter what. Because number 8 didn't even move. He didn't even get out of his stance. Ben was kind of like, "What do I do? He's not doing anything, but I can't leave him." And it looks like they're going to punt.
Wonder how that gets evaluated in a coach's evaluation of a player if you don't even leave the line of scrimmage.
I can't think. High.
I don't know that would be a design play. 4th down coming up. Fort Gibson's in punt formation with 9:12 left to play. Mustangs on top by a point, 21-20. You want to be careful. You don't want them to fake anything. Mustangs
let that go.
Maddox DeVilbus
Get
will
in
let
there.
that bounce into the end zone and a touchback.
Good decision there. Good job by the defense.
So a 3 and out for Fort Gibson brings the Mustangs ball at the 1st down and 10 from the 20. And also, Kevin, some special ladies we recognized in the hallway. our janitors on National Custodian Day.
National Custodian Day. We are blessed.
Yeah, we are.
I feel like we have two amazing janitors, two of the most hardworking people, Miss Lenny, Miss Kay. I think it gives Dwight some comfort. He gets to go out in some other buildings and handle some other responsibilities. Miss Kay's here before I get here. Miss Lenny's here after I leave most nights.
Boy, she harasses me endlessly. Anytime Miss Kay sees me, she harasses me.
Yeah, I harass her too. I love her laugh. We go at each other pretty good, but, man, love both of those ladies and appreciate them very much.
Gains in motion around the left side. Thought he was going to break a tackle, but he'll actually be dropped for a loss of 2.
Haven't had a lot of success this year on the jet sweep.
Yeah.
It just looks a little slow developing. And we, sustaining blocks, like setting back and pass blocking, sustaining block long enough for a jet sweep just hasn't been our thing. I did get a text from someone I trust. Said that was a clear pass earlier, so we got all worked up for that.
All right, we're sorry. I feel like we need to make our apologies. I'm sorry,
Show
Mom.
engineer Jason Streeter's giving me the stink eye, but
I'm sorry, Mom.
Yeah. Come on, we need a big play here.
2nd down, 12 coming up for the Mustangs. Vogel back to pass. Got a guy across the middle, overthrows it. It's intercepted.
I don't want to harp on that, but we've missed so many throws tonight. He's wide open. Set your feet, make a throw.
Yeah, he had him. If he could have dropped that down just a little bit.
And again, that's another one. He still might be running.
Yeah.
They were kind of concerned with what we had going on over on the left, the far side.
They're getting a lot of attention to Aiden Gaines. And so an interception, your defense put in a pretty tough situation here. The ball's at the plus side of the 41-yard line. 1st down and 10 for Fort Gibson. And the momentum is kind of shifted a little bit to the red side.
I think we only got 10 guys on the field, guys.
Handoff up the middle, still driving forward. Gain of 5. Brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, Coach Noble's counting too. I think we only have 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we only have 10. And they're going again. Guys, we got to get this figured out. Like, it's going to be easier to run the ball against 10. Thank you, Garrett Salt, but good gravy.
Garrett Salt will stop a big play. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 4. Don't think they recognized that we were a man short, or they would have probably snapped a little sooner to take advantage of that. 3 receivers in the set. Mustangs with 3 down linemen. 18 seconds left on the play clock. Handoff up the middle. Just grinding forward is going to pick up 4. 1st down.
They have been able to run the ball. 3rd and 5, you're able to run the ball. That's a big blessing.
Yeah, if you can pick that 1st down up 3rd and 5, you're it's in for a long night for a defense trying to defend that. They will move the chains. 7:13 left to play in the 3rd quarter. That number 4 just gets behind a big block and goes. He'll pick up 15, 1st down and 10.
So I got some interesting video just sent to me on
Not
that
gonna let it go,
2-point conversion.
Oh, okay.
The center snap, number 11, snaps it. They're tied in. He snaps the ball, but he also catches the ball. And I'm unaware, maybe Blake can help me out. I'm unaware of a play where you can do that.
I know there is weird rules on the 2-point conversion.
Guys, we're going to have to run the ball. We're going to have to run the ball.
He is the backup running back. Braylon McComb. We've seen him a couple of times tonight. But
he runs hard, man.
He is fast.
Yeah.
He is probably a little bit faster than number 4, but when he comes in, you can't let him go because he's gonna be gone. Mustangs trail for the first time tonight.
Curious why they didn't go for 2 there.
27-21. And that was a.
Man, we had all the momentum at half, and here we are not even, basically halfway through the 3rd quarter, and it's all gone. You have a turnover. You have some missed opportunities on offense. We seem to have I know we haven't been successful running the ball, but we've went away from it a little bit.
5 plays, 41 yards for Fort Gibson. I sometimes wish, like, we could just reach in with a crane and pluck the third quarter out of our games. That
was a thing a few years ago.
That was our thing.
Sure.
Yeah, you could just take that third quarter out and let us play the first, second, and fourth quarter.
I would like to say that, but just when they are winning in such a wide margin at yards per gain on the rush, it's gonna be hard to win, guys. They're getting 6, 7, 8 yards, and we're averaging 2, 3 yards a game. We got to do better. We got to do better.
Mustangs have had the ball twice. First was a 3 and out, and then the second possession was an interception.
How are we not ready for that?
They will onside kick and get the ball.
It wasn't an onside kick. It's that high pooch punt.
Sorry.
And we're back on our heels, and it's the same exact spot they kicked the ball last time.
I think Gavin Salt's body language kind of says it all. Like, what are we doing?
This is the ball game, guys. They go down and score here and run it down our throats. We're not going to throw, wing it all around the field and come back. So defense is going to have to bow their necks, and they've been on the field a lot. You mentioned it at half, the time of possession, and they've been on the field the entire second half. So that margin's only widened.
We've talked about the turnover battle. Mustangs are a little behind on that. Handoff to number 4. Met in the backfield, driven back 2 yards. I said his name just a second ago because his body language just kind of showed some frustration. He took it out right there, Gavin Salt. And, Kevin, they're going to say a loss of a yard on that, and he dropped him 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I'm not sure where the forward momentum went. He spun off of one guy. I wasn't sure who that was, but he really made the play, and Gavin came in licking his lips. And good job there by Wyatt Wells beating his guy. Going to be another no gain. Defense stiffening up. Oh, no. We're clapping, but I don't like the late flag there. Huge flag here if it's against us. Oh, my gosh. Instead of 3rd and 11, now it's first down. And we had him wrapped up. I don't know what we're doing. Like, he was going nowhere.
Yep. First down and 10. The ball's at the 21-yard line. Big penalty there. That one's a costly.
Yeah, you're 3rd and 11. You like what you're doing. On 3rd and long, our defense has been very successful tonight, but we've struggled to get to 3rd and long with their success running the ball. And I guarantee you they're going to keep running. We've had nothing but massive penalties.
Pitch and catch out to number 8 on the left side. That's Kai Morrell. First down and 10 for Fort Gibson.
Guys, we've had 4 of the biggies. You can only have a 15-yard penalty in high school football. We've had 4 of those. And we had 1 block in the back with a 10-yard. So we have 5 penalties for 70 yards.
Those are free yards. You know what I'm saying? Pass was 9 yards. Brings up second down and 1. Hand off to number 4 right up the middle. He'll get the first down. Yeah, those are free yards. You've given them a bunch of yards. And you had them 3rd down and long. And give them a fresh set of downs. All right. First down and goal from the 8 for this tired Mustang defense. They're going to blow that one dead. False start, so that'll back them up, give this defense just a little bit of room.
It's their first penalty since the first quarter. They've been
really?
much
cleaner.
They
played
much cleaner than we have.
And you're at a spot right here where you can start to play frustrated, and that's dangerous. First and goal from the 14. Handoff to number 4 up the middle.
Good job there by Landon Roach being true to his lanes. It's going to be 2nd and goal from the 9.
Glad to call Landon's name again. JT will come off. And they'll make a substitution as well. 3 receivers in the set. 2nd down goal from the 10. Mustangs bring a blitz. There's that number 15, McComb. He'll carry the pile forward for a gain of 4.
Gavin Salt again around the ankles. Big time third down here. Would like to hold them. I think you would force a field goal. They would try to make it a 2-score game. They're up 6. I think that's the end they warmed up and they got the wind. I think they would try a field goal, but I could be wrong. Oh, low snap.
Man at the line. Drop for no gain.
Landon Roach, great job there. Big time fourth down decision here. Yeah, they're going to run out of. I thought they would try to make it a 3-point game, and honestly, after the interception, good job by the defense. You had an interception, then you have a big time 15-yard face mask. Good job by the defense to force a kick. He has missed an extra point tonight.
Paxton Philman is their kicker. Ball down, kick is on the way.
Looks like that's good.
And it is good.
9-point game, guys. We were up 9 minutes ago, and they've rattled off.
We talked about it in the halftime show of making sure you make your adjustments too. Don't come out and just assume what worked in the first half. Of course, obviously, the Mustangs have really only had 2 possessions, 1 inning in an interception, and then what should have been your third possession, you never got the ball because you kind of botched a kickoff return.
Yeah, hopefully they're getting coached up right now. They're going to do that same kick. They don't want to kick it deep. With the way our offense is operated,
they're going to keep it away from.
That's our best chance to score.
Yeah.
Now, we've moved Sam up to that spot, so hopefully they don't notice that and they kick it to him.
They've stuck it there every time.
Yeah, and that's why
they've kind of gone to that right side.
That's why they moved Sam there. Hopefully we didn't show that too early because I'd love for them to kick it again right there.
And then they put Jackson Lustig in that middle spot where Sam was. Blake's important for a quarterback. Last time he was on the field, he threw an interception. It's important to get that out of your head and move on.
Yeah, I got to have a short memory. Hopefully they could also get, him with a couple short passes, get back in a rhythm, and get the offense going.
Don't go backwards. You don't go backwards on kickoff. You go up the field.
He's still on his feet, down to the 40. He'll get up to the 43-yard line. That was Ryan Tunison.
Blake, are we going to see a new quarterback here?
I think so. I think so. I don't see Grady coming out, so maybe so.
Yeah, we've just, he's had some pressure, but we've missed on some throws that we got to hit in a district game. So let's see what we can do here. Would like to see us challenge our offensive line. We have to be able to run the ball better.
The snap rotation in practice this week is Grady would take 3, Gavin would take 2. And so they really did a lot of almost equal snap times. Really wanted to create space for Gavin to focus on defense because he's such a great defender.
No.
Under pressure,
nice.
going to make a guy miss. He'll just tuck, and he'll fall backwards, loss of 4.
I mentioned it in the pregame. If your front 5 isn't solid, nothing matters.
Yeah,
and
effective.
You can't juke 6 guys. I don't know who we blocked on that play. We got to do better. We're trying to get something out on the edge and make something happen. Now we're going to get another possession unless we get a first down where we don't run the ball. You can't run the ball 2nd and 14. And
your predictable passers, you're going to drop guys back and make you thread the
needle.
Now
you're down 2 possessions.
Yeah.
The clock's becoming a factor. Everything gets a little more stressful.
2nd down, 14. Mustangs were confused.
Oh, my gosh.
Screen pass out to Sam.
Just look
complete.
We don't have a wide receiver out there. We look rushed. It wouldn't have mattered because we weren't set. They're going to decline that, obviously, so it wouldn't have mattered. That could have went for a touchdown. It's getting called back.
Timeouts are important. You want to keep those, but maybe I'm thinking more from a basketball perspective. Sometimes you need to huddle. You need to just, everybody take a deep breath, kind of a breathing exercise. Let's settle in, find your groove, find yourself, and go out and just execute. Big 3rd down at 14. Mustangs in a little bit of a predictable passing situation. Still looks like there's just a little bit of confusion on the play. They've got 7 seconds. Gavin's the quarterback under pressure, going to throw it out. Boy, I tell you what.
Oh, he fought for the first down.
How about that? Aiden Gaines, he was my who you got. He's going to pick up 15 and a Mustang first down.
And a better job by the offensive line. We kept the running back in there to block 2, rolled him out to his left, able to hit the receiver. And, again, if you can get some of our playmakers, we talked about Aiden, we talked about Sam, get them out on the edge where they're not having to go against the line, we're going to make some plays.
That was the biggest first down of the game for the Mustangs. That was huge. Mustangs with 3 receivers in the set. Going to bring Gaines in motion. Hand off to Sam. Kind of stumble forward, pick up a yard and a half.
Yeah, the hole he's looking at
kind of closed off.
It's just not there. I know we went through some plays last week, and I was like, man, why'd you run that here? And he's like, well, it was designed to go outside, but when the defender's staring at you right there, you got to turn it up.
All right, second down and 9 with $1:38 left to play in the third quarter. Mustangs have picked up a first down. It is the first down of the second half. 4 receivers are in the set for the Mustangs. Bring Gaines in motion. The defense will kind of make an adjustment. Gavin going to pass. Threw it just a step outside, too far. Incomplete pass brings up third down. I like the play call.
Didn't have our feet set. Yeah, it was there. Just didn't have our feet set. And that's maybe just, several weeks now where Gavin hasn't really been getting a lot of offensive, looks. Been rotating in on defense, playing different defensive positions, prioritizing that.
It is Garrett playing quarterback. Though.
Sorry,
did
thank
I say
you.
Gavin?
No, I did. All right. Low snap. Garrett. Pitch and catch to Wade Peters. Can he get there? He's got the first down, still on his feet, out of bounds. The 37-yard line.
Late hit.
And that guy's not.
How is that not a late hit? They're tackling us on the blue out here. Good job, Wade Peters.
Big first down.
Another massive first down as the clock ticks down. 1:10 remaining.
Man, Blake, I feel like that first down was really important, and we talked about that. Just getting that first down and then keeping the rhythm and the groove of your offense going. You've picked up your second first down.
Yeah, and I think we have to settle in right here. I think we, like you said, we're getting a little bit frustrated. We get a little bit antsy. We got to settle in. We're moving the football. Got to trust the process.
Garrett Salt, the quarterback. Aiden Gaines in motion. Sam's going to stay in the backfield to help.
Oh, that's PI. I think we're clapping, but I don't think that's what this guy's calling.
There's a flag on the far side of the field.
Yeah, but I don't think he's calling pass interference.
The where he threw that, you think he threw it at a
ineligible man downfield is what he's calling. Not the pass interference. Those would be negating. How is that not pass interference? He's there a step early. That's kind of crazy, guys.
Have you seen the animated movie Madagascar?
Yeah.
Favorite line: "Smile and wave, boys." Kind of feel like this. I'm like, my mama told me if you don't have anything nice to say, I'm just
has not been the cleanest
officiating has
game.
Not gone our way tonight.
They missed a play. We had 12 guys on the field. It's been given.
So did they decline it?
Yeah, they declined it to keep it second and 10.
So the loss of down's what they were after.
Yeah.
All right, a lot of motion for the Mustangs. Pressure
and we just
coming.
have not.
Garrett going to take it and run. He'll pick up 4.
We've just kind of completely given up on running the ball.
I'm going to give kudos there to Sam, though, for picking up that block.
Yeah.
Because, man, that could have been a loss of 7.
I think this is 4-down territory into the win. It's too far for a field goal.
And it's 3rd down and 6, I believe, coming up for the Mustangs. They have plenty of time. There's 22 seconds on the play clock. Mustangs on the road next week at Cushing. 3 receivers in the far side. 1 receiver alone on this side. They show blitz.
Golly.
Garrett going to take it, going to gain a couple.
It's 4th and 5, 4th and 6. I think we have to go. Wish we could have got more there, but, man, the pocket's collapsing. There's just white jerseys everywhere in the backfield. And we just seem to completely have abandoned the run.
All right, Mustang offense going to go for it. 4th and 6, although I think Sam wants to take a timeout. We're going to take one as well. We'll be back Well, actually, it is the end of the third quarter, so we'll be back with the fourth quarter right after this.
Since 1951, Neely Insurance and Financial Services has been a trusted name in Claremore. Located at 965 West Will Rogers Boulevard, we are a third-generation family business built on a foundation of trust and dedication. With over 70 years of experience, we've seen the industry evolve, and we're here to help you navigate it every step of the way. At Neely Agency, customer service is our #1 priority. We offer personalized assistance for all your insurance needs. Whether it's home, auto, farm, or boat insurance, we've got you covered. Need coverage for your flood or recreational vehicle? We handle that too, protecting both your family and business. But we're not just about insurance. We also offer a wide variety of financial services to help you plan for a secure future, including investment products, financial planning, employee benefits, and more. Stop by or call Neely Insurance and Financial Services today, where experience meets trust. Visit us at 965 West Will Rogers Boulevard in Claremore, or check us out online at neelyagency.com.
Welcome back to the fourth quarter at Mustang Stadium. Oologah has the ball, 4th down and 6.
Now we switched. We're downwind. You got to block it well. This is definitely in field goal range. You get it to a 6-point game, but we're going to go for it. 4th and 6.
All right, 3 receivers in the set. Garrett Salt is the quarterback. Under pressure, Sam's going to pick up the block. Garrett doesn't have anything he can do. He's still on his feet. He's going to cut it up. How about that? A little backyard football. 1st down and 10.
Blake, how'd we get that 1st down?
Explain that play, Blake.
I don't know. You don't really see little guys just bouncing off everybody, but he was slippery.
I'm going to be honest. Sam came around to block, and there were 3 guys to block, and he did his best, and in an effort, kind of tripped up Garrett. They got a guy down, so we're going to get a chance to huddle.
That is the 3rd first down of the drive. Kevin, busy week at Oologah High School. I have some pretty interesting pictures going on in, what'd you say, NTC?
Yeah, Northeast Tech. It's our partner for tech school. We obviously go to the campus in Pryor. We go to the campus in Claremore. It's called the Sophomore Showcase. So we go every year. We take our entire sophomore. You got to get a permission slip, but you take our entire sophomore class. We go over, spend half a day. We tour all the classes. There was cooking, or culinary as they call it. There was some science. Right. There was some health.
Now this picture's on the screen. I just want you to know for our Queasy viewers at home, I blocked out because I don't know what they're doing.
Partial cow carcass, I guess you would say.
That's why your boy in the veterinary. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
But it's really cool. It's really cool to talk to them when they get back because a lot of kids that maybe just, hey, I'm going to get out of class for half a day. They come back and they're on fire about something. When I came here 8 years ago now, I think we had 7 kids in tech. This last year we got 50 in alone.
That's awesome. Incredible opportunities.
Yeah, free school. You're getting training. You're getting certificates. All kinds. You're getting certifications. So really cool.
1st down and 10. Maddox DeVilbiss in motion. Going to go end around. There's a flag down, and I don't like where that's thrown. He would pick up about 4.
Guys, it's easy for me up here in the air conditioning, but I'm way good with us throwing away the jet sweep out of the playbook. We're averaging about half a yard and a penalty every other play every time we run it. We're going to get a hold.
Personal foul. Chop block on us. My goodness.
Typically what a chop block is I'm blocking you. I'm the offensive guy. I'm blocking you, and one of my teammates comes in and hits you low. You can't hit somebody low when they're engaged. And
is that a 15-yarder?
Yep. That's one of those player safety fouls.
Man, we've had a bunch of those.
Oh, yeah. We've had 5 to be precise.
Oh, those 15-yard penalties are just shoot yourself in the foot. So 1st down. Had over 100 yards and 15-yard penalties?
No, 75. We've had 5. And then we've had a block in the back, so we're at 85 yards is what I have. I probably missed one. But
all right. 1st down and forever for this Mustang offense. They struggled picking up 1st downs tonight. Under pressure, across the middle. Brother to brother. Pass completed from Garrett to Gavin Salt. He's going to get a bunch of that penalty yards back. He'll pick up 13.
Like that, just a quick hitter slant. They're playing way off. We haven't done that any tonight. We saw some success with that last week at Miami.
I think Garrett finding a little bit of a rhythm here. Got a big back in the backfield.
Oh, low snap.
Looking to pass.
Nice.
Brother to brother again, enough for a Mustang. First down and 10.
Able to kind of gather himself and double pump and get that to a blue shirt. Big time first down.
Yeah, and he was able to just see over that line, make the pass. Gavin with the catch. First down at 10 Mustangs. Ball's at the 13. Handoff. Up the middle, gain of 4.
Warren was a little slow getting up.
I believe that's Landon. Was Landon Roach the ball carrier there? Okay. We're going to give him 3.
Yeah, maybe 2. Maybe a long 2. It says 3 on the scoreboard. Looks like 2 by the ref.
What are you going to do? 10:07 left to play in the ball game.
Have to punch this in. This
Mustangs
has been a long
trail by
drive.
9. They've got to get it in. 4 receivers in the set. Mustangs in the red zone.
Just immediate pressure. I think it's complete for a gain of 2.5.
Gain of 3, yeah.
Good job by Garrett. There's just I don't know what they're doing, if they're just blitzing every down and bringing more than we physically have. But goodness gracious, they've spent a lot of time behind our line of scrimmage, and a big-time third down will be 3rd and 6.
On pass plays, your running back is having to sacrifice his body, if you will, to stop one of those blitzing defensive linemen. 3 receivers in the sets. The Mustangs have a tight end in there. Vilbus in
there.
around.
Yeah, and you mentioned
there's this collective sigh, Blake, when the flags come out. It's assumed it's us.
we ran a jet sweep again, but we got it blocked up. The running back kind of was a lead blocker there, Sam.
He's saying it's on them.
And we turned it up, and it was actually, we had a hole. I don't know. We're moving backwards.
Maybe they're, because 2 flags came in. Maybe they'll be offsetting.
No, they're.
But that would be an automatic first down.
Yep. Personal foul.
Face masks.
Okay. This is where you go to your offensive line. Okay. Say, boys, it's go time.
Yeah.
We're going to run the ball, and we're going to punch it in the end zone, and we're going to play the fight song.
It is not a first down. It's a 3rd down and goal from the 3.
Not goal. 3rd down and a yard from the 3.
Oh, you're right. Okay. Sorry about that. The referee was standing in front of the first down marker. My apologies.
You're good, though, but it's not. That's a key thing. It is not a first down.
If you can get that yard, that's a big deal, because then you have 4 to punch it in. Fort Gibson shows blitz. Mr. Salt is going to get in the end zone. Scoopy touchdown.
Yep.
The Mustang fans are on their feet celebrating that one. That's a big one.
This extra point becomes critical. If you make this, a field goal wins it, and we are going downwind in the 4th quarter. That's something to note. The wind's getting it tonight.
It is, yeah.
Hasn't let up at all. Good to hear the fight song. Now, we've had a problem getting enough guys on the field or figuring out life. We look like
the play clock hasn't started yet, so there it goes.
Garrett or Blake, why are we going for 2 right now?
I'm not sure.
Chasing points.
An extra point. I don't know what we're doing.
All right, a little bit of confusion. 9 seconds. So whatever they're going to do, they need to do quickly. Here he is. 2-point conversion to Aiden Gaines is good, gentlemen. The Mustangs are within a point.
All right, Blake, you're smarter than me, and your mom's a math teacher. Make the math.
I don't know, but we got it, so it don't matter. That's all that matters. We got it.
It doesn't matter. You're within 1. What a game, gentlemen.
Okay, we're going to kick this in the end zone, and then we have to find a way. Our front 7, front 6, we typically go 3-man line. Has to find a way this drive to stop that running game. They've been on the field a ton. Okay? We have to find a way to do that. It's a face mask. It's a 2-yard penalty on them.
They've had 4 possessions, and 3 of them, I mean, one was a 3 and out, one was a 3 and out. And then they had 2 just long 7-8 play possessions. One resulted in a field goal. And you would really like to, it's okay if they get a first down, but you really want to get a stop. Play keep away. Your best defense is a good offense.
With them running the ball, that clock's going to become a factor pretty quick.
And I always kind of trust the scoreboard on timeouts, and I haven't kept those.
It's interesting they only have 1 deep returner. It's going to be well into the end
think
zone.
they know that one's almost going to go through the uprights.
Okay, defense.
8:44 left in the ball game. Mustangs know what's on the line tonight. This feels like a must-win if you're going to make the playoffs.
This is a good time for the old Stallion Battalion. They're kind of playing to the crowd to get them fired up.
And the crowds have stayed tonight. I mean, good games like this, number one, they're really fun to talk about and cover. They're really fun to watch. Those 41-7s, those are kind of tough, but the stands have stayed relatively full tonight. Fans have stayed relatively engaged. Fort Gibson, 3 receivers in the set. First down and 10. Ball's at the 20. Going to pass. Incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Interesting there. They come out firing, and he's wide open on a slant, and they skip it to him. Look like we're out of the lake.
When they have been very effective, they've continually picked up 3, 4, and 5 yards when they run the ball on that first down.
Yeah.
Maybe they just assumed we were.
Yeah, they went again. They kind of self-scouted, if you will, and we're selling out on the run. There's the run.
Yeah, nothing there. No
Good
gain on the
job
play.
there. Wade Peters. That's one time when he got blocked, but just manned up and was like, I don't care if I'm getting blocked, getting knocked back. I'm going to make this tackle. Big time 3rd and 10, 8.5 minutes.
Mustangs going to change some personnel. Quarterback back to pass, has time. Pitch and catch. Oh, you got to bring him down.
We did, though.
Yep.
Oh,
and there's
this?
a flag over here.
No.
Oh, my goodness.
This has to be on them.
Well, I don't know. Our guy was.
We look like we're upset. We let our emotions get our best of it.
It has continually gone the Fort Gibson way tonight.
Looks like they were blocking us on the ground, and we tried to stand up.
All right, let's see what the White Hat's going to call. Miami's at Wagner tonight. 55-13 is the final score. It's a dead ball.
Personal foul. On them.
That's on them.
That's after the play. That should go.
It's 4th down. Loss of down, too.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think if it's after the play, that should still be tacked on. You don't have to pick either the play and you understand what I'm not verbalizing.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's a loss of, so the play stood, and then you back them up 15 yards. That's going to set them way back, and it should be 4th down. It should be 4th down and 25.
Yeah, let's get a return. They're kicking into the wind. They only bled, I don't know when this drive started, maybe 16 seconds, something like that, 30 seconds off the clock. We should get a really good return here if he kicks it far enough that we can return it. Don't go too far, Sam. It's into the wind.
So on the 2-point conversion here, you could have been banking on Fort Gibson going down and scoring a touchdown, which makes it an 8-point game. So you gave yourself a chance to tie it back up on this drive with another 2-point conversion.
All right, get away. Get away.
Got to get out of bounds. It'll stop, or he'll pick it up and pick up 4 yards.
Try to catch him napping. We'll get it to plus 45. We'll take that. Found some unusual, I won't say rhythm, unusual plays on that last possession where Garrett it was like the Salt Boys were in the backyard just drawing it up because he was running for his life but keeping his eyes down the field. And that's what he can give you a little bit. He may not be the fastest kid, but he's shifty, he's strong, he's smart, and he's going to fight and make every play he can. They're going to give it to us at the 44. Field goal puts us ahead. Would love to see us go punch it in.
Here's a score of interest, gentlemen. Cushing at Grove. Cushing's ranked 8th in 4A. Grove's ranked 9th, and Grove is on top, 28-21, 7 left in the 4th.
A couple of good teams. We'll be seeing one of those next week. We haven't really done anything out on the edge with the running back since really the first possession.
All right, going to move Gaines in motion. Quarterback's just going to keep it. He'll pick up 3.
That's a dimension, kind of what I was mentioning earlier, that we saw in that first game of Veneta that Garrett can definitely do. Pick up a 3.5. That puts you on schedule, so to speak. 7:44 remaining here in the fourth.
They're going to say 4, so that brings up second down and 6.
I think it's important, too, to not get in a big hurry here. Time is on our side, really, right now. We've got to utilize that and take a lot of it off the clock.
You got the ball. You've got momentum. Hand off to Sam Hogue up the left side. First down and 10.
Yeah, they're going to say he's a little short.
I guess so. You're right, yeah.
We'll take it, though. That's a nice run. 6-7 yard run there on second down. Heading downhill, offensive line. Making some leverage there.
Ball spotted at the 35-yard line with 7:05. The clock continues to tick away. 3rd down and 1 is about as good a situation as you want to be in. Pick up the first down, move the chains. 3 receivers in the set for the Mustangs. Hand off again. Going to get through the gap, pick up 5, first down and 10.
That's called a mesh, where the running back and the quarterback kind of mesh together, and you're not sure who, if he's giving it or taking it. Sam definitely thought he was supposed to get it. He kind of jerked it out of there. Kind of scared me for a second, but first down. Moving the ball with the run game. I like that. We got away from that in the third quarter. I feel like we got a little antsy. Keep running the ball.
6:31 left to play in the ball game. Kudos to the Mustang defense for getting a stop, getting you the ball back with an opportunity to take control of this game. Salt going to pass it to Aiden Gaines. Not a lot there.
Maybe 1?
Maybe a gain of a yard.
Maybe 1. Haven't seen like a screen, really.
Yeah, we haven't utilized that a lot to get it outside.
As much as they're firing white helmets across the line of scrimmage, man.
Make them pay for it. Yeah, let them get too far downfield.
Hit them with like a running back or tunnel screen to the wide receiver. You might just pop a big play.
All right, 2nd down and 9 with 5:47 left to play in the ball game. Going to pitch it out wide.
Yep.
Mr. Hogue's going to make a guy miss. He's going to cut to the corner. He's down to the 10, to the 5. Stampede touchdown.
Blake, there's a flag. Are you kidding me?
Of course there's a flag. And that's thrown back to our backfield.
They're going to call a hold on a wide
Davis.
receiver.
Yeah, Davis.
How many touchdowns this year are we going to get pulled off the board? We finally pitch it out. We get it to the wide side of the field where he's going to just outrun everybody.
It's not a necessary penalty. My goodness. Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
He walks in for a touchdown, just like last week.
All right.
Now, the only good news is it was 5 yards down the field, so it's 2nd and 15, not 2nd and 20.
Keep the same intensity, fellas. Salt looking to pass.
Got to get your feet set. I don't know what they're going to call over here. I think they're going to call us for offensive interference. We ran into a couple people. Now, maybe it's on them. No, they look upset. Number 2 looks upset. We need a free. This would be a free first down.
We haven't had a penalty in our direction in a hot minute.
Yep, pass interference on them. Is that 15? We need a free first down. Let's go. We got it on the left hash again, right? I'd like to see us do that pitch play, get it out on the edge. They're not, the way they're stacking the box, they're not going to cover it.
Down to the 20-yard line. First down and 10. First down for the Mustangs off of a pass interference. 4 receivers in the set. Across the middle.
Drops it.
Pass intended for Braxton Davis.
That looked like good coverage. I know we were wanting pass interference. That looked like good coverage, good pass, hit him in the hands.
2nd down and 10 coming up for the Mustangs with 5:24. The clock is stopped because it was an incomplete pass. If you're in the stadium, you're tuned in. I'm telling you, this is one of those games.
Yeah, everybody's
kind of got you on the edge of your seat. Yeah,
just like I am. 2nd and 10.
Mustangs trail by a point. Like the opportunity here to push this in the end zone. Aiden Gaines in motion. Pitch it out on a screen, made a guy miss.
Nice. It's going to be close to a first down, guys. He's going
to pick up 8,
2 yards short. Like to see us run the ball here. Maybe a design quarterback keeper where you lead block your running back, but would like to see us keep something on the ground here or pitch something out to the wide side of the field, one of your athletes.
All right, 3rd down and 2. Coming up for this Mustang offense. 2 receivers to the far side. Just going to hand it to Sam. Say, get to work. He got it.
Should have it, yep.
Yep, he got it. He'll pick up 3, 1st down and 10.
And those are big plays. That's a long 2, almost 3 yards. And when they know you're going to run it, we know, everyone in the stands knows they're going to run it. You're able to pick up a 1st down. Kudos to that offensive line.
Whoa. Did they say he's short? That official on the
okay. Look where he's standing. The ball's way past.
The official on the far side.
Well, it's past the down marker, but not the spot. The down marker. Yeah, that looks like a really bad spot. I'd like to see a measurement here. This is a big play here.
10 seconds on the play clock. Mustangs
like to see them
probably were really just trying to draw them off sides, and they're going to take a timeout, and it's a good timeout to take. We'll take one as well. We'll be right back with Mustang football right after this.
Life doesn't wait for you to slow down. When you're moving fast and something doesn't feel right, Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma is here to help you stay in motion. Through our combined expertise in orthopedic surgery, non-surgical medicine, and comprehensive whole patient treatment, our team has your back and every other joint too. Ready to get back out there? Visit AOOK.com and let's move forward together. Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma. Heal, recover, advance.
I see eyes, or see-through Mustang blue eyes. Kevin, I don't know why they didn't measure that, because the ball's spotted down at the 10.
Yeah, I think
the
when it's that close,
at the 10.
you can ask for a measurement. We're at a little, different angle. I'm here at the 50, but it looks like it's almost touching. They're looking at it. I don't understand how they're not measuring.
Maybe they are. Maybe they're going to talk about it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So the official's going to take a timeout, and he's going to measure it. Now we're going to measure it.
But who's to say if we don't call timeout, they're not measuring? That's
correct.
It's so crazy.
Correct.
And it may be short by half a football.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Know
but
that
it's
you know.
Really close.
Yeah.
And the other side official who's in charge of marking the ball was at the 8 at one point.
Yeah, and then came back to the 10. He was the guy that's responsible for marking the progress of the ball. Yeah, it's an
half
inch.
a football.
Yeah.
Okay. I
believe you now.
I like Sam as a lead blocker. Garrett running right behind him. You got to challenge your offensive line, guys. I know you're tired.
Get me 5 inches. Just give me move the line of scrimmage. Just make that push, and let's get the first down. Put this thing into the end zone. Burn 3.5 minutes off the clock, and go home and celebrate one. Like how I played that out.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to kick it now. We're going to kick
All
it.
right.
We're going to take the points.
All right.
Come on.
Big kick.
You gotta block it, guys.
Ball down. Kick on the way.
Drilled it.
Let's go. That's a big field goal.
Great job by Garrett Salt on the hold. They're really close. Kickers are really close to their holders, Blake. And that's the hardest job. I would almost say that's harder than the kick a lot of times. I know it's salt to salt, but not all of our snaps get back there the best, if you will. And so great job. Mustangs lead 32-30. Lots of time, though, with the clock stopping on first downs, with their timeouts, they can still run the ball. That's really where they've done the bulk of their damage on us. I think you'll see us kick this in the end zone. They're going to have to go the length of the field. Their field goal kicker was accurate. I know he missed an extra point. He was accurate in warm-ups, but didn't have the biggest leg. Going into the wind, they're going to have to get way down there for that to be a factor.
Defense held Fort Gibson to a 3-and-out in their last outing. 7 plays, 3 points for the Mustangs on that drive, and Kevin burned considerable time off the clock. That's what was important.
Yeah, that was a great drive. Kudos to them. But Another touchdown taken off the board by a penalty. I don't know how many times we're saying that every game now. I think that's 3 or 4 games in a row. Hopefully the defense make that a non-issue.
Here's the kick. Deep into the end zone. It's the way you like them. Don't give them a shot. Bring that out to the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for Fort Gibson coming up. Mustangs on the road next week at Cushing. Cushing has had some good teams. Man, was it 2 years ago? They had 26 seniors played for a state championship.
Yeah, multiple D1 guys. They were undefeated to the finals, and Wagner just did what Wagner does, kind of out game plan you, shrink the game, and just make it mano-a-mano, if you will, and actually won that game on a field goal.
And Cushing actually won that game in regular season in pretty big fashion.
Blew like by 40.
Yeah. And then in the state championship game, Wagner does what Wagner does. So handoff, can go up the right side. Good gain about 3.
Oh, that's a late hit right there. Wade gets tossed to the ground way after the play. Good job by the defense. 3 yards on 1st down. Catoosa beating Skytook right now, 39-17. That's a
Fort Gibson going fast. Handoff up the left side.
Only going to get a yard, half a yard maybe. Big time. It's probably 4-down territory, although they have their timeouts. You don't want to give them anything here because then they're going to go for it.
Would suspect a pass. They've kind of got some crossing routes over the middle they've had success with tonight.
Yeah, I'd like to see Sam a little tighter on his guy.
But our secondary has played some great football tonight, shutting down their passing game. Quarterback.
Yeah, they've went to that over and over, and we're just too. Our safety, the way that we're just rolling that up is just too deep. You can't get there in time. Wagner is leading Miami. They say final 55-13.
1st and 10 for Fort Gibson. Quarterback back to pass. He's got lots of time.
Find it.
How about that? Maddox DeVille is going to break that up. Incomplete.
And again, you don't want to get ahead of yourself. Just win each play. You won that play. Deep breath. Let's win the next play. Looks like maybe holding on them. This is a penalty I think I would accept.
Yeah, back him up. Get him way behind the chains.
We're talking about it.
Waiting on the white hat to give the indication. Oh, look at man downfield.
That's usually us.
Yeah. That's our penalty. Our trademark. Back him up 5. 1st down and 15.
5 yard.
All right, handoff up the middle. We'll get 6 of those back.
It's okay. The clock's going to churn.
Brings up probably a 2nd down and 9 situation.
They got a guy on the ground. They haven't stopped the clock yet. He's getting up. Okay, defense. 2nd down and 8. Clock running under 2:30 right now.
Mustangs showing a blitz. 15 seconds on the play clock. They got plenty of time. Handoff just up the middle. Matt in the backfield. Drop for 3.
Great job, Gavin Salt. I don't know how many times I've called his name tonight or last week, but man, you don't want to run to his side of the field. And he plays middle linebacker, so his side's every side.
Man, I try to be positive.
They're going quick, under 2 minutes.
But we have got the worst spots tonight. They say he only lost a yard. Quarterback over the middle. Maddox to Philibus.
Oh! They're going to say incomplete.
Maddox wanted to say he caught it, but it came bouncing out. Incomplete pass, 3rd down.
And this is one of those, they like those inside routes, Blake. I'd like to see us shade the inside. Usually you split the man. I'd like to see us all the way inside the man. What do you think?
I'll be honest, right now, we just got to play. We just got to trust the position we're putting in.
Yeah.
They've got to stay square. It's 4th down. We just got to do our assignment here. One more down.
Let's go. Let's get some pressure.
Where that 1st down marker is at. Mustang showing a blitz. Quarterback dancing.
Oh, he got it. How did he get it? Between like 4 guys.
Man,
we just didn't get any pressure, and he just had time. If we could have got any pressure, he was kind of leaking out of there quick. Come on, get that ball spotted. Let's get the clock going. There we go. Get the clock going.
Buck
Come on,
40, buck 39.
Find it.
How about that?
Oh, they're going to call PI on us, I think, too. How is that PI? They're going to call PI on Maddox.
Was that Aiden?
Aiden had a chance, but I think they're going to call pass interference, and I didn't see it. They're going to say maybe kind of illegal contact down the field. Huge penalty, guys. Let the players decide the game.
Interference.
Guess what? Another 15-yard penalty for the Mustangs, and you had them at 4th and 10, and we couldn't get any pressure, and just players make plays, and
I'm on blood pressure medicine these days.
Again, into the win, but we can't give them a whole lot more, and they have plenty of time. Minute 29, they got all kinds of timeouts. Timeouts aren't on the board, but I think they got at least 2 left, if not all 3.
I need one. First down and 10.
Oh, he's wide open. He's wide open.
I'm going to say he's down at the 1.
Which is almost worse for us.
Yeah, because they burned clock. Yep. Cash Keys has been an electric receiver for them. So, sometimes they'll just let them score so you get the ball back. Don't burn time off the clock. Be curious to see what.
We got to call timeout, guys. We can't let them burn the clock.
I don't know how many times we have left. Scoreboard hadn't kept those tonight. Stood him up. He'll lose a yard. Boy. Problem is they burn the clock down. They still kick a field goal. I mean, maybe you can make them miss one.
Yeah, I think you have to call a timeout. I know we have at least one left. Yep, touchdown.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened on that reception down the field. I think they ran a double route. Okay, we're gonna have 36 seconds. We're gonna need a touchdown because we're gonna be down at least 4.
Yep. We've returned one for a touchdown tonight.
We had them 4th down.
Mustangs will take a timeout to stop the clock. We'll take it as well. Be back with the last 36 seconds right after this.
A water faucet with clean water, a reliable car on a busy day, a faithful dog, and reliable insurance. They're there when you need them. Coach Jason Brown and Chalkline Insurance is your local insurance agent. After 20 years in coaching, Jason is using that work ethic to take care of you and your family. Chalkline Insurance is locally owned by a name you know and backed by an agency with more than 30 years of experience. If you own it, we can insure it. For all your commercial, home, rental, auto, and recreational insurance needs, give Coach Brown a call at 918-789-3848. Chalkline Insurance, your local insurance agent in Oologah, where character creates connection.
All right, let me correct myself. That was not a Mustang timeout. There's actually a Fort Gibson timeout.
Yeah, they're going to go for 2.
Yeah.
Really no benefit to be up 5 versus 4, so.
And the pitch should go down.
Can I mention we had a touchdown called back? Have I mentioned that lately?
Is this the 4th or 5th time I've lost? Yeah.
Okay, into the wind. He can't kick it super far. He's been doing the high pooch kick, right? So we got to get our returners up. Move everybody up, and we got to get a big time return. And then you're going to have 4 or 5 plays.
Yeah, that you got an opportunity to move the
with
ball.
Timeouts, with the clock stop.
Blake Salt, how energized is the sideline? Because it feels like everybody's sitting on the edge of their seats.
They are energized, and I think the thing about the coaching staff
they're too far back. They got to scoot up. I'm talking over you, Blake. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
He can't kick it that far.
Yeah, just trying to be positive about it, but we're going.
Scoot up.
I'll just let you talk.
Sorry, Blake. I'm frustrated.
I'll just let you have it. All right. 36
Blake, how many
seconds.
timeouts we got left?
I can't remember if we've got 2 or 1. I was trying to be figuring that out, and I can't remember if we've got 2 or 1.
And with the ball, I mean, we have time. No.
All right, Mustangs are going to send 3 receivers to the far side. Your offensive line needs to give him a chance. Give him an opportunity to complete a pass. Incomplete pass to the right side. Nobody was there. Aiden Gaines wants a hold, but those haven't gone our way tonight. 2nd down and 10 coming up.
We have 6 15-yard penalties and 2 10-yard penalties. We have 110 yards worth of penalties. One of those took 7 off the board, which would tie the game right now. The game would be tied.
All right. 3 receivers to the far side. Salt running for his life. Get it to Sam down to the 50.
Somebody block.
They're trying to hold him up. Stop the clock. 16 seconds left.
Good job by Garrett to see him.
Yeah. Sam really just kind of snuck out behind that D line.
Yeah, he was there to be an extra blocker. There's no one there to block because they're dropping everybody.
Mustangs are going to take a timeout. We'll take one as well. Be back with the last 16 seconds right after this.
Life doesn't wait for you to slow down. When you're moving fast and something doesn't feel right, Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma is here to help you stay in motion. Through our combined expertise in orthopedic surgery, non-surgical medicine, and comprehensive whole patient treatment, our team has your back and every other joint too. Ready to get back out there? Visit AOOK.com and let's move forward together. Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma. Heal, recover, advance.
Welcome back to Mustang Field. The final 16 seconds of this one. Mustangs are 1st down and 10. Mustangs with 5 receivers in the set.
Got to block. Got to give him some time.
Got to give him time to make the pass.
Oh.
You live to breathe another down. Whoo! Kai Morrell cut that one short. He's wishing he'd have caught that one. This game would be headed to the house. 2nd and 10, 12 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah,
Clock does stop with an incomplete pass.
I think he'd still be running right now, gentlemen. We're trying to go deep there, but just unable to hold up on the left side of the line. They got immediate pressure.
Mustangs have 17 seconds on the play clock and counting.
Got to find something special here, guys. Got to block. Give him some
3
time.
Receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side. You got time for one and maybe another if he don't go down. Pass.
Just got to give him a chance and didn't give him a chance.
Sam's run his legs off tonight, and he's slow to get up. Here it is.
Hail Mary time.
Last play.
Here's the biggest question about the Hail Mary. I have no doubt he can throw it 45 yards. It'll probably end up being 50. Can you give him enough time to let our receivers get down the field?
Yeah, because they're going to have their guys at the 3-yard line.
They're going to umbrella.
Yeah.
Or you got to do the old ESPN pitchy woo-woo.
Yeah. Do the ladder.
Throw it. You just lateral it all the time.
What'd you call that?
Pitchy woo-woo.
I don't know that I've ever referred to it as that. Is that how it's
That's what Scott Van Pelt labels it on ESPN. All right, let's go, Bill. We need something. Protect.
All right.
Protect. Oh, that's...
Yeah, they're not going to throw a flag.
Oh, .4.
That's not how they roll.
.4. We got it. We got to play. We have a timeout. Call a timeout.
Helps when
I think if we could have got that ball a little further, they were holding Maddox up. Maddox was trying to come to the ball, but he was just so far out of the picture, it was uncatchable for him. I think we could have got a PI. Now, it's not the NFL. It's not a spot foul. It's only 15 yards, but we got to the 30.
Yeah. All right. .4. I don't remember the last time I called a play with .4 seconds left on the clock.
Good job by the clock operator.
That's what I'm saying. That's the benefit of being at home. If this was at Fort Gibson,
guaranteed,
you know that clock is expired.
Guaranteed.
So Brian Vance did a solid right there.
Come on, guys.
Here we go.
Mustang magic.
The Hail Mary,
block,
which
guys.
means you're doing a little praying while you're running. moving the man in for extra protection. They're just going to rush 2.
It's just not far enough.
And that's the ball game. The one that got away, I know we say that a lot. Mustangs really had a good first half where, they went into halftime with the lead. Felt like you had managed the ball game well. Had some mistakes in the third quarter. Really, again, I'm going to go back to my statement, Blake, about if you could take that third quarter out, really they were pretty effective in the fourth quarter. It's the one that just kind of got away. Young team, young key players that just got to grow up through this.
Yeah, and how did just a few things, not go your way? And like we said, the third quarter wasn't our strongest quarter. Kind of got away from us there. They scored 18 unanswered on us, and we come back and gives ourselves a chance at the end, and just not quite enough. But it's good to see them, them fight all the way at the end. We're doing everything we possibly can, just not quite enough.
Yeah, we're not good enough to overcome mistakes, and when we take points off the board with penalties. Again, long 40-yard touchdown run taken off the board on another a flag that's not necessary. Just undisciplined. I mean, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 penalties that I have. Every one of them's at least a 10-yarder. We have 125 yards worth of penalties. You're not going to win that way with 3-4 interceptions, and it's another game we should have won.
I mean, there's a ton of free yardage in there. Those 15-yarders came at key moments to just shoot yourself in the foot. And I mean, again, I don't want to be critical of refs. I'm not that. But let the kids play. There's a PI down here.
That PI, yeah. I'm going to have to go back and watch that. Maybe it was more egregious than I wasn't watching.
Yeah. Kind of change the context and kind of change the flow of the game, if you will. And but you know that. You got to play smart. Don't give them an opportunity to throw the flag. Don't give them an opportunity to call the 15-yarder on you. So, Blake, final thoughts before we wrap this one up.
And I think you just got to kind of get your head back on straight, kind of take tonight, let it sink in, come back tomorrow, get your body right, and go, put on a show at Cushing. You've got to have a different mindset. We've got an uphill battle, but I don't know if it's technically completely out of reach. So we've got to just go and, Mustang Magic's a real thing. People can lose ball games, and we can go win ball games that we shouldn't. So I think we got to put our best foot forward next week at Cushing.
Kevin, your thoughts?
Man, I left softball yesterday with a positive feeling. We lost 1-0, but I felt like we played as good as we could. And the last 2 weeks, I leave sick to my stomach for these guys. They're dying out there. You see them at the end of the game. You see a guy on crutches. We should have won this game, just like we should have won the last game, and I don't know any other way to say it.
Well, I woke up from the game last Friday. I woke up Saturday morning really kind of excited, focusing on the shutout in the second half that our defense pitched last weekend. Really, you kept Miami off the board. You just kept shooting yourself in the foot with no offensive productivity. I think I'll probably process this one the same way. There were times tonight where the Mustangs did what they needed to do. They moved the ball, 7, 8, 9 9-play drives, get points on the board. I keep describing it as sand. It's the game that kind of slips through your hands. You can't quit. You got to work. You got a full schedule still ahead of you. You got to go on the road to a tough environment at Cushing. It'll be a fun game next Friday night. You got to do that. So we were down a camera guy tonight, the best to Asher Streeter that's probably watching. His mom filled in for him tonight, and I kept getting texts about how great the camera work was tonight. So,
I did too.
We appreciate Stacy Streeter filling in tonight and running a camera. Gator Osborne on the other camera. Jason Streeter is our button puncher for Blake Salt on the sideline. Kevin Hogue, our color analyst. I'm Brent Kellogg. We will see you guys on the air at Cushing at 6:30 next Friday night. This has been the Mustang Network.
At Raising Cane's, we're huge football fans, but we're also fans of your local fundraisers and fun runs, small victories and big ideas. And yes, even the neighborhood animal shelter. I was getting to that. Plus over 30,000 other partners in the communities we serve. When you order our hand-battered chicken fingers, craveable cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade to cheer on your home team, you're also supporting